Kickback Podcast. Case and Jarard J.
Kickback Podcast. Kickback Podcast.
This is my brother for about 15 years. That's a lot. Oh, remember that one time though? What was that one time we was here? Something happened here. What happened here recently? We was like, what the fuck? Oh, when the shit. What was it? It was something. We were like, okay. Yeah.
The shit started, so we talking it. Wait, we gotta start over.
Wait, did the intro play?
Like 4 times.
Are we up? Oh no, he's doing stuff with the thing, so it must not be. We are? Nah. So are we live right now? I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. This my bad. Actually, it's not my bad. We're gonna blame
Nah, it's
the
kinda
tech
your
producers.
bad.
No, we're gonna blame the tech producers for what just happened. So you've been seeing a lot of behind the scenes stuff. Delete everything that you just saw in your brain.
Nah, fuck that.
Welcome to the Kickback Podcast. Jarard J, 2-time Grammy nominee, R&B superstar, Messiah, my brother Case in the building.
Go. What up, y'all? What up?
Alicia Coley is out today because she has a show. So she's not going to join us today. Thank you, man. Oh, that's for me. Okay. We have a special guest we're happy to have. We always like to have people that bring good energy in, except for the grumpy uncle part, which we'll talk about in a minute. But introducing very, very funny superstar comedian Marvin Hunter in the building. What's up, boy?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
COVID survivor Marvin Hunter in the building.
Yeah.
Along with my brother.
Yeah, all day.
Have you had it yet?
No.
Man, that shit was no joke, man.
Now so you made it through the whole 2 years of the
2 years, bro.
And then you got it?
This wedding, man. I caught it at the damn bachelor party at the strip club.
Well, you deserve to have it then, because that means you.
I know the chick that did it. She kept trying to stop from sneezing, and then that.
Yes.
I was like, that's sick.
She got it.
You know how you clench your booty hole up?
Oh,
when you
yeah.
sneeze?
But nah, you're not supposed to. Well, on Google it said if somebody naked, they can't transmit it. That's real.
Where'd you read that at?
Oh, I got my own special Google.
do you?
I got my own special Google.
Which Google does he have?
That's
a new Google.
That's a new Google.
So how was it for you though?
First 3 days kicked me in the ass.
Yeah.
But then after that, trailed off.
And you're vaccinated.
Yes.
See, so that
Yes.
see,
Yes.
see this guy over here. He feels like it's like the flu. Like
It
it's
is
not a
the
big
flu.
Deal, like
It
blah,
is
blah,
the
blah,
flu.
blah, blah.
And
And he's not vaccinated.
I've had the flu. Yeah, that wasn't the flu.
That-
No, it was the flu for me. I had it 3 times, and each time it was
You
the
just,
flu.
you just. Why don't you just say that you're blessed and your body was able
I mean,
to
we
handle
can say
it?
both of those things, but it's the flu.
It was bad, but it was weird. That's what was.
It's scary. I heard, right?
It was
Yeah.
messing with me.
Yeah.
That's because it's in your head that is worse than the
The
flu.
room is spinning. The room is spinning, and the chills were crazy.
Yeah.
The chills are
The
serious.
chills were
You
crazy.
had the chills too?
man.
Yeah, I had the chills.
Yeah, that was crazy, man. You know
See
what
that? Yeah, I don't want no chills.
Yeah.
I noticed the hat. You're former Navy.
I'm saying? 20 years.
My father's former
okay.
Navy. Talk about that real quick. Like, how did that
Hey, man,
curve the life?
You know, I had to get out of my little small town, man. You know what I'm saying? My dad told me to make me go work down at the plant.
Yeah.
Because I got kicked out of college. I was like, use a goddamn lie. You know what I'm saying?
I know that's
Can we
right.
cuss on? Can we cuss
Yeah,
on?
yeah, it's
Oh,
a
okay.
podcast,
shit.
baby. Say that you want.
Shit. You can say fuck
You can say
shit.
booty, dick, and
I was like,
pussy.
shit. I was like, man, shit.
Hey, you can say booty, dick, and
You
pussy.
can say motherfucker.
I said that. I was like, use a goddamn lie. I'm not finna go work at no plant. So I went to the Navy recruiter and told him, get me the fuck out of here.
Really? Just like that?
Just like that.
Were
man.
you afraid of like the horror stories and stuff like that?
In the military?
What
Yeah,
horror
like,
stories
I
in the
had
Navy?
got to the point to where I didn't even care. I just had to get out of my small town. I'm from
Okay.
a small. I love my town.
What town is it?
Vicksburg, Mississippi.
Ooh, yeah,
And
time
I
to
had,
go.
I, had,
Small.
I had to get out of there. I had
Yeah.
to get out of there because I just seen, I
That
didn't
sounds
see
slavish.
nothing,
Yeah.
You know,
It sounds slavish.
Yeah, man. I see people just kind of, I just didn't want to. I didn't want to end up at the plant.
So you said the Navy it is.
Hey, I told him, get me out of here, man.
Now, when you went to the Navy, could you swim?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
so-
yeah. See, because that's
It's a weird
But it
question.
turned out to be the best
Some people-
decision I ever made in my life, for real.
which is cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Dude.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man. Dude, you know how much wilding out I did on the government's dime?
No, tell us about it.
Dude.
Tell us about it.
5 continents, 21 countries, man. It's one that I made it 20, you know what I'm saying? I've been in trouble a couple times, but, I mean, dude, we used to.
Really?
All the stories are
All
true.
the stories are true.
Really?
All the stories are true.
Because I've heard some stories.
All of them are true.
Really?
Oh, yeah, it's crazy.
Man.
Hitting them porch dudes, crazy.
Wow. But it transforms you. It transforms you as a person. Like my father was in the Navy, and I remember he wouldn't tell me much when I was a kid, but
of course not.
He would tell me certain things. Yeah, he was in the South China Sea. One thing I did know, he was in the South China Sea.
Oh, I can tell you what he didn't tell you. He was in the South China Sea. Call me tomorrow.
There's a lot to tell you.
Call me tomorrow.
My father died when I was 9 years old.
That don't have nothing to do with when he's in the South China Sea.
I noticed little things about him being a Navy man. Like he would walk downstairs a certain way. Like he would walk downstairs to an angle, and I do that now because of him. Yeah. Like when I walk down the flight of stairs, I turn my body like 45 degrees.
What the fuck is that about?
Down. I think because on those battleships, the staircases were real narrow.
Real narrow.
And
okay.
And
very steep.
That's how they walk down.
Oh, and it's a okay.
And so he would do that. When I was a kid, I'd be like, "Why is that?" And I got that from him, and now I walk downstairs like that to this day. It's crazy, little stuff like that.
I'd be skipping down the shit. So I don't
You jump down for the whole flight.
Yeah, I damn
like
sure
that.
do.
Yeah, with him, it's always.
No, I used to. Not no more.
Not no more.
Yeah, that was
The
young.
ACL
That was
won't
young
you do
me.
it no more,
Yeah,
dude.
it's not the same.
Yeah, man.
All right, man. So we're happy to have you here. We're gonna talk about a couple things, but the first thing I want to bring up the grumpy uncle situation. We were.
Yeah.
Yeah, close. Yeah, what is that?
Hey, man, you know, I'm that dude, man. I'm that dude, that uncle, that you don't want to tell him what happened. Don't tell Uncle Marvin at the cookout. He gonna know you're gonna say something. I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you on it. So, you know what I'm saying? That's the grumpy uncle persona. It's not even a gimmick. It's kind of like who I am.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, in the military got a lot to do with that, too.
Okay.
I just call out, you know, up, down, black, white. You know what I'm saying? I call stuff out. So that's where it came from, man. Some people, they gravitate to it because it reminds them of their uncle. It reminds them of their granddad. It reminds them of, you know, people in the family. So
Yeah.
But it's not an act. That's kind of who I am. So.
And so when you're doing your material on stage, it tends to permeate, right? Because that's one of the main things that we were hearing a lot is like, yeah, that's the grumpy uncle dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely, dude.
Which uncle are you, Case?
I'm the fun uncle.
You're the fun uncle?
Yeah.
You're the uncle
they all
gonna
tell you that.
all they business to, and you ain't gonna tell the parents. You that uncle?
Actually, I'm gonna help them do bullshit. and they know.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious because I can see that.
Yeah, that's me. That's me all day.
Yeah. Okay.
I have fun too, but I'm gonna call out the BS. I'm gonna call it out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So what we like to do on the Kickback Podcast, especially for people that are watching, is we like to talk about stuff that's circulating at any given moment, right? Just to be able to have a chance to kind of breathe and really be very transparent and just talk about things that are happening. So over the course of this past couple of days, we've all been on social media. There's a couple of things that are bubbling. One of which is a conversation I think is going to be fun, is the R&B is dead conversation.
yeah.
Right, so if you look on social media, you see everybody's posting and stuff about R&B is dead. Shouts out to my brother Tank, who has turned it into a whole thing, right? And so he did a video today, which was hilarious, where he was like, you know, his album R&B Money is out, everybody's getting that, but people are talking about this. So Jermaine Dupri made a comment today on social media. It was either last night or today, and what he said was he was talking to Diddy on live, and what he said was that R&B is not dead, but there's a hole in it. And he said that 25% of that hole is material from R. Kelly. And he said, we don't condone what he's done, but he's responsible for 25% or more of this R&B hole that we're feeling. How do y'all feel about that?
I don't know where he
I was just thinking that, like,
from.
what the fuck does that even mean?
Yeah.
That's what he
See,
said.
folks be
That's what the man
overthinking.
said.
If we're talking about R&B being dead, he's talking about R&B now.
Yeah.
Not that
Ain't
shit.
nothing to do
like-
with R. Kelly.
Well, this is what he said. He said it's not dead, but there's definitely a hole in it. That's what he said.
Yeah, that sounds fucking preposterous. And I've been waiting to use that word for weeks.
Yeah, that is a good
That's-
word.
that shit sounds
a good word.
crazy.
You use that word from, corporate folks.
Yeah.
white folks.
Yeah, I don't-
You know,
That don't even make no fucking sense.
I can see what he's saying though, because
Well, you tell me.
think about it. Like, whatever you want to say about Kells, I get it. You know, none of us condone what he's done. But musically speaking, I don't know who's more impactful.
And that has what to do with R&B now?
Yeah.
Well, it depends. It depends how you look at it. If you're looking at R&B now,
No, if he's saying R&B dead, he's talking about now.
Yeah.
maybe. But this is a conversation. You ain't got to make a face. Cases
Because I'm confused as shit. I'm confused.
Stop.
I'm confused.
Let me give the asterisk. Come here for 1 second. Let me talk to you.
I'm confused.
Case is in the mood. Okay, so you're gonna notice over the course of this
No,
show.
I am not.
That I'm going to be trying to reel him in and make sure he's okay and say, brother, you're great and all those type of things because he's in the mood. And when he's in the mood, he acts a little bit, right? So you have to kind of overdo it. So when you see me overdoing it, just know that Case is in the mood. And so we're kind of massaging his ego a little bit and blah, 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 blah. But then when the show's over, it's a wrap. But I just want you to know now, Case is in the mood. And so he's going to say some shit that is kind of painful.
But then
Are
I'm in
you
the
done?
mood too
Are
because
you? Thank
I
you.
feel what you said
Thank
though.
you.
I
So
don't get.
Marvin Hunter's in the mood.
So if 2 out of 3 of us are in
No,
a
okay,
mood,
but-
that means one of us is in
First
the
of
mood.
all, this is a conversation. So the social media, for some reason, which this is the part I don't get. Social media is going crazy over this whole R&B is dead thing, and a lot of R&B artists are commenting on it and all that kind of thing.
I missed all
You
that.
haven't commented yet.
I didn't know nothing about it.
You need to go
I've
do a
been
video.
Don't tell me
What are
I
they
need to do.
saying? What are the R&B artists?
They're saying that
If they saying shit like it's because of R. Kelly, then I'm not commenting.
Well, no.
'cause that
What
shit
a
is
lot of
stupid.
people are saying, whoever that is, you can come in. It's all good. Whatever they're saying is basically stuff like there's no R&B presence anymore in music. They're saying that the R&B songs that you do here are really misogynistic and things like that. Like that's what people are saying. They're saying that the feel of R&B no longer
It's
exists.
hip hopish. That's not that. That's what they you like. You
Yeah, it's very hip-hop.
Hip
Yeah.
hopish. Okay. All right.
There's no love in the music.
I'll give
That's
them that.
that's a good point.
Yeah, but I mean what does that have to do with that other shit you just brought up?
That's what
you,
I'm
you
telling
just
you.
said
What
that
I
to fuck
saw
with
on
me.
social media.
No, you said that to fuck with me.
No, it's on social media. I'm surprised
There's a
you
lot of
ain't
shit. I haven't been on social media.
Oh,
I go on
that's a
posts and
first.
get the fuck off.
That's the first.
Nah,
I don't know. It's an interesting conversation because I look at the evolution of music and the evolution of how we use music because we use music different than we did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so you look at it like what is your purpose for music? Some of us have to have it with everything we do. Like myself, I gotta have it 24 hours a day.
I gotta have it.
Right?
Yeah.
Some people go to it for certain things. Like, I'm driving to work, I need music, or I need to get into a certain mode.
or a
I'm-
mood that they're feeling.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when you look at the term R&B, rhythm and blues, right? When you look at what it's supposed to signify, I think that people have got caught into a rut as to what they think it means based off what it once did mean. But they don't understand that sometimes, especially in music, like look at hip hop. You got to stay ahead of the evolution curve to be able to understand what's going on, because that's the reason why hip hop culture has remained in the seat that it's remained, because it's been able to evolve. When you can't evolve anymore, you die. That's
Well, I think R&B has devolved.
okay. Explain.
Yeah.
It's gone from expressing feelings, expressing love. It's devolved into a shit show for the most part.
I agree.
It's like you said, it's misogynistic. There's no love in the music.
Right.
Yep.
So if that's what people mean, and I happen to know Puff very well, I
Yeah.
know that's what he means.
Okay.
There's no love in the music. There's no real singers in the music.
It's not
that,
feel
yeah.
good. It's not, dude. I can listen to stuff from the 80s and the 90s, and it makes me feel
Yeah.
good.
Right.
You know? It mellows me out.
And even if some
You
of
know
it
what
might
I'm
make
saying?
you feel bad, but that might be the mood that you're in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and that's the
this,
difference.
you know, this stuff now, man, it's like what the fuck. But you know, I'm 51. You know what I'm saying? So older people always look back at the younger stuff and be like, man, this ain't real. This ain't real.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I try not to be that dude, but
I'm about to be 51 in
this
October.
shit is
I feel you though.
crazy out here. Yeah, this
You know
shit
what it is?
crazy.
There was a time when R&B was gospel infused, and then it kept going until now it's all hip hop
Yeah.
infused.
Yep.
That's a good
Yep.
And as hip hop
Yep,
has
that's a good
gotten
point.
worse, R&B has gotten
Boom.
worse.
That's it.
So let me ask you this: as an R&B artist who came out in a very let's say opportunistic time, because you came out in '96 when there was so much respect and admiration for R&B. Like that's the '90s. Like that's, you know what I'm saying? That's the movement right then. When you go do shows now, because he does shows to this day, and they be sold out. It'd be all kind of age groups. I'd be watching. I'd be like, damn, it'd be teenagers in his shows. It'd be 55-year-olds in his shows, right?
Yeah.
But you'll never get that in anybody's show who kind of just recently came out. Like,
Cause we could sing and we was talking about some shit.
there you go.
Yeah.
Like there's more to life than, now don't get me wrong, I love the strip club.
Right.
I love threesomes, all that shit, but every song can't be about that.
Can be a dope boy anthem or a strip club
Right.
soundtrack.
There's more
Dope
going
boy
on in your
anthem.
life than
it's
that.
Crazy. It's crazy, man.
And we talked about all of that.
The lyrics sometimes it's not R&B, but I'll just listen to what's City Girls. Itty bitty nigga, but his dick big. I'm his baby mama. We got throat kids. I was like, man.
Wait. Say it again. Say it.
Itty bitty nigga, but his dick big. I'm his baby mama. We got throat kids. Man, I was like, you know what?
I don't even know what that means.
I'm gonna listen to some gospel. I'm going because I can't.
Yeah.
What the
Dog.
bitch? What
Yeah.
the fuck is you talking about? Like, so it's just like
We got throat kids.
Yeah.
And I feel like you got them.
Your mouth is a kinder care.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
What you talking about? Is you crazy?
Your mouth is a kinder care.
Yeah, that's real.
Like, man, but that's what we listening to. You know what I'm saying? And then the young heads say, well, Luke and them was doing it. Yeah, but it was a balance. You had Luke, and then you had
Public Enemy.
Enemy, and then you had, you know what I'm saying? Tribe, and it was a
Now
balance,
everything
now,
is just
everything
there.
Luke.
Everything is there.
Luke,
Yeah.
everything is Luke. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, come on, man. Who do we blame? Do we blame the consumer? Do we blame the record companies for pushing that?
I think you blame both. But see, my thing is that we've gotten to the point where, remember them interviews they was doing a few years ago where the rappers was like, oh, I'm not rapping over there. I don't care about being the best rapper.
Yeah.
Then you got singers.
Yeah.
You got rappers that don't care about knowing how to rap.
Yeah.
Yep.
You got singers who don't care about knowing how to sing.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
well then this is what you get.
Yeah.
But that's society. Nobody gives a damn about nothing. I can find a way. I'm gonna circumvent the system. I'm gonna
Right.
circumvent it. I'm gonna get around this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So, Case, who's writing the R&B records now? Is it the artists themselves, or is it like it used to be where there was people actually writing?
It's a little bit of both.
Okay.
A little bit of both.
Okay, but is it? I mean, obviously, the writers, in terms of the people that are actually penning the music, are different than, it was.
No, they're not.
They're not.
No, I don't. Well, they're different actual people, yeah.
Right.
But I mean, it's the same. It's kind of the same process for a lot of them. They're doing what they know is going to work.
And see, now go into that. When you say doing what they know is going to work, what exactly do you
It's
mean?
been dumbed down at this point.
Yeah.
Like I speak for us. When we were doing it, we didn't do it based off, I know this is going to work. There was a feeling attached to it. From what I've seen with now, it's like, okay, this is what's going to work.
There's a story that I'm about to have Case tell you that just came to me about this whole situation.
Tell me what to do.
Tell the audience the story of the Uptown days when you guys would all be in the studio writing for each other. This is one thing you used to tell me about.
There was none Uptown.
You used
but
to be.
Yeah, I remember that.
You know
I
what I'm
remember
talking
that.
about.
Yeah.
Can you please stop and tell the story?
Now we would be, yeah. It was kind of like Motown. Like we would be in there, and I was working with the Uptown had an artist called Nesto Velasquez, and me and Horace Brown and Crystal Johnson was writing for him, and then we would all write and sing background on Horace Brown, and then it was communal. You know what I mean? And so it was a competition.
Yeah, healthy competition.
Yeah, it was a healthy competition.
Yeah.
So I got a similar story like that from Al B. Sure, and I'm getting to a point with this.
And
So
Al was the first one that put us in the studio all
Yeah.
together. Yeah.
So this is what Al B. Sure told me. Al B. Sure told me that what they would do is they would be in the studio. It'd be him. It'd be Aaron Hall. It'd be Teddy. It'd be all these people, Heb,
Gatlin.
all of them.
Yep.
And they would sit there and just write records. And whoever the record felt the best for, that's who would sing
Let's
the
go.
record.
Yeah.
There wasn't the ego involved. Like, oh,
Yeah,
that's my
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
I wrote that.
Yeah,
It wasn't
yeah,
that.
yeah,
It
yeah,
was
yeah.
Aaron Hall wrote My Prerogative in 15 minutes.
And he sang it.
And he sang it, and it ended up being Bobby Brown's record because it just felt better.
Yeah.
Coming, you know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
that's how I think about that, and I say, damn, stories like that make it make sense as to why music then
Yeah.
was so much more impactful.
Well, there's a village mentality.
Yeah.
That's gone from society
Yeah.
now.
Right.
From society, it's
Yeah.
gone.
And it's reflected in that.
It's reflected in
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah, and it's also reflected in the mood and the attitude of today's society. Like, for example, the next story on social media that I was talking about there's studies out there now that are showing that
shit.
women are cheating more than men.
Ooh, they not gonna like this.
They're not gonna like this.
They not gonna like
But
this.
this is a great segue.
Oh, I already know.
Right? Because of what we're talking about. We're talking about attitude,
Yeah.
shifting. We're talking about music and its meaning. Well, now there's a study that shows, I'm going to tell you exactly what it says.
Because they get bored.
It says women are more likely to cheat than men due to boredom.
Yeah. I agree with that 100%.
Which is why at least twice a week, I just run through the house ass naked setting shit on fire. No. And I be setting shit on fire because you're not going to get bored in here.
Yeah, I'm not dealing with that.
Yeah, that's my thing. That's my thing. I just set off fireworks, but it's always ass naked.
But think about it. It used to be where women would say that exact same thing. They would say, I got to do different stuff so he don't get bored. And like you would hear women say stuff like that. Now, and these are, I don't know, these are real studies that are showing that women now cheat. I don't know if it's now, but studies are showing that women cheat more than men because they get bored, which means they dug into it a little bit and they said that women sexually are getting to the point where they feel complacent and like the dude's not doing enough to be, I guess, spicy or whatever.
I think the whole social thing is so on social media, so it's at your fingertips. I want to be that the housewives thing. I got the money, I'm the bad.
There's a
bitch,
bunch of
I'm
options
the
out there,
And you
yeah.
a housewife, but you still want to be a bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like how could I
Pick
do
a team.
that? Yeah,
Pick
what
a
I'm saying?
team.
Yeah,
yeah.
pick a team.
Yeah,
Pick a team. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that has a lot to do with, again, the breakdown of the village. Breakdown of the village, man. You know what I'm saying? No hierarchy. I do my thing. I do whatever I want to do. I do whatever feels good to me. Motherfucker, everybody else, get out the way.
So y'all are both married, right? You've been married how long?
12 years.
And you're what, 7?
No,
Has it been 7 now?
It'd be 6.
Yeah,
in
it'd be
October.
6. Okay. I'm gonna ask y'all to be
Weigh your
transparent.
words carefully.
I'm
Look,
gonna ask for transparency here.
Hey, go ahead.
Has that ever been a fear of y'all for y'all wives to cheat on y'all? Have you ever thought about that in the back of your mind? Like,
Hell no, nigga. You ain't
Well-
heard about me?
Well,
okay,
Shit.
But this is my second marriage. So I
Okay.
always look at grown folks gonna do what they're gonna do. I'm not gonna be, if I gotta be worried about what you doing,
There ain't no point in fucking with you.
ain't no point of being with you.
Yeah.
I mean, I really feel like that. Man, life too short. I'm not fit to be running around. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous to do that, to put that. If you with somebody that you got to worry about.
It's enough stressful shit in life.
There's enough stressful
Yeah.
shit out here. Life
Yeah.
gonna bag a dump truck of bullshit up to your house.
Wow.
Every day.
that's
You know what I'm
that's
Ain't no sense you Ubering some more shit to
Yeah,
your house.
exactly.
Nigga,
you
yeah.
feel the same way?
Yeah, I don't worry about that shit. Plus, nigga, have you heard about me, nigga? I'm just asking.
He's that nigga.
I'm just asking. If you haven't, it's okay.
Oh my god.
But it's you can check down the Bureau of Records, nigga.
I'm
They tell you.
I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. I've never been married before, but I will tell you that one thing that I'm scared to death of is being with a person and she lets somebody else smash. That scares me to death. Like to the point where it makes me look at situations with the extra level of like caution. Like that scares me to death. Just visualizing it scares me to death.
But you know what and this may be a little extreme, but that's like saying you scared to go outside because people be getting hit by cars.
I don't really think the
Shit happens. Yeah, that's exactly the same.
I feel what you said. So, well, cause like when we was in the military, we be down range, deploy. You play little games. You know, if you in the war zone, but you know it's like Friday night, midnight, back at the crib. You be, hey man, it's midnight. Wonder what your old lady doing right now.
She just spent $51.78 at CVS.
letting the motherfucking dick her down, and then you will keep doing each other till somebody can't take it.
Yeah.
and then shut the fuck up.
I be the one
shut
tap
up.
out. I'm tapping out. I'm going to tap out.
But wait, I posted some shit like that the other day. It was like when you deployed, it pop up on your phone. Your wife just spent $51 at CVS at 3 in the morning.
I saw that. I saw your post. I
Yeah.
said, boy,
That's hilarious, yo.
that type of stuff scares the hell out of me. Like straight up. And I don't know, maybe once I experience getting married, it might go away. I don't know. But right now, and I'm not even gonna say that I've seen it. I mean, yeah, we've all seen, situations happen, but that to me is frightening. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if it's a lack of maturity on my part. Could be. I don't know.
Nah, it ain't so much maturity. It's just
And then it's like this statistic that you just quoted.
Yeah,
about.
that's scary to me.
That's crazy because that is different than used to be like that. But if you with a woman and she easily bored, that's a red flag right there.
Okay.
Because you a regular person. You can't be on all the time. Like, man, dudes like want to chill and sit down. Like, man,
Sit
what
around
you
the house
doing?
and scratch
She
my balls.
She bouncing all off the walls like, hey, man, I
Okay.
can't, you get older, you slow down. Like, who the hell has time for that?
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, is that is that a conversation? Is that at what point do you do?
no.
get
That's an
nervous?
observation.
No, hopefully.
Okay.
That's an
you know what I'm
observation.
saying? Yeah, observation. You know what I'm saying? Like if she bouncing all off the wall when you get with her,
You need to know who you with.
why would you wife that?
You need to know who you with.
Yeah.
And you know how niggas be like, I'm getting me one of these 24-year-olds. Okay, you gonna pay for that? Yeah. Yeah.
I know-
She finna be
I
yeah.
know,
Yeah, yeah.
I know a motherfucker right now.
Really?
He big head. She running circles around him,
Yeah.
and he don't know what to do. He be getting left home with the kids.
Yeah, nigga, we had a puppy, and I couldn't fuck with that nigga. Yo, get this nigga out of here. No, the puppy was a fucking gangbanger. We had to get rid of that motherfucker and get something else. I'm like, this nigga's a gangbanger. This nigga's out of fucking control.
What kind of dog was it?
He was what is that weird shit? Bo, the little white one. Oh, you never seen this? No. Yeah, we got that nigga up out of here. He was like a,
You got rid of the dog, bro?
yeah, we sent it to her mom's house.
Yo.
Yo, that nigga was out of control.
Yo.
This little nigga, what's
It's
the,
a calm dog, a lazy dog, son.
no, anything but this nigga.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to remember what he was like Alaskan, some shit. He was white with his long ass legs.
Oh, yeah,
The nigga
yeah.
jump high as hell.
Oh yeah. See that? That's a problem.
He had that disorder. He was just all over.
You
The
ADD.
nigga come run and chase you like nigga. And then when you start following him, he take off running and turn back. Nigga, nah. I ain't got this. Nigga, you wanna play all the fuck day. Yeah, we could fuck with this. This nigga lasted a month.
Crack, you know, crack out here.
This nigga,
You didn't tell me about that. That's funny.
it was nothing to
Nah,
tell.
nigga,
He
said
didn't last
nah.
long enough. You'll see him
He was out of here.
at some point. That little nigga's a gangbanger. Yo.
But at some point, the dude, you slow down, man.
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is.
And at some point, as a woman, you slow down.
Yeah, you're supposed to.
Yeah.
I don't know what they say that when women get in their 40s, that's when they be really ready.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what they say.
Shit,
But you
well,
ain't gotta
baby,
be
I'll
out
be
here,
home in a little while. What's happening? My bad. I was just sharing a message. PSA.
Kickback Podcast. Marvin Hunter's in here with us. Myself and Case. Alicia Coley is out today. Just good conversation that we have, you know, on Wednesdays and all of that, man. It's always fun to come in and having three brothers in the room. This is going to be a little bit more fun. Not more fun, but it's going to be a different type of fun. Go ahead.
I have something I want to talk
Well,
about.
let's do it.
I've been seeing this a lot. Where dudes is flying chicks out
Oh, shit.
and they don't get no idea. Oh, yeah, let's go.
That was,
Oh, my
Okay,
God.
transparent moment.
Wow.
You know why me and you are so tight?
You was thinking that.
That's exactly the next topic.
Dog.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So I have two questions. First
Let's
of all,
go- let's go.
if you know
Now I'm chatting.
you're not trying to mess with this dude,
Why go?
why go? And second of all, as a dude, why y'all so butthurt about that?
Right. Okay. Go
Like,
ahead.
Bruh, I know
Madeline,
dudes.
you-
I know dudes. I know dudes who do that. And it's crazy, man. Like, what do you... This is why I tell people all the time. You see these chicks flexing on social media and on Instagram and stuff like that. Like they got the bag. They ain't got the bag. Some dude flew them out.
Yeah.
And he banged her out.
Yeah.
And sent her home.
well, actually, he might not have from what I'm seeing on social media.
You ain't lying.
Yeah.
Nah, it's like gambling. But I mean, you know, if you put yourself out there, you can't be mad. You know what I'm saying?
These
when-
dudes be butthurt.
Yeah.
But you know what? I don't think you can expect a nigga to be happy about it either. Though.
That happened to me before back in my day. I had a whole different approach to that.
Okay.
I had a whole different approach to
Let's
that.
hear it.
Yeah. Right.
Okay.
Right. Thank you, Marvin.
Nah, hold up. Okay.
Where's the dot? Nigga put
All right,
dot.
but- okay, well, dig if you will the picture.
There we go. Let's go. Dim the
the-
lights. Let's go.
Yeah, no, you ain't got to dig it. So check it. So I've had chicks come. She's like, hey, I'm gonna come see you. Okay, she came. I seen what it was. You got to sleep downstairs on the couch. Here go a blanket. Here go. Then I've had other times it happened. She woke up to me and another chick. If I can't get mad at you, you can't get mad at me. They be like, you shouldn't assume
that's fair.
expectations. But I'm not the shit they be doing. Like, I'm gonna cancel your ticket. Nah, you good.
Let me tell you something, man. When I saw the video of the last one with the dude in the hotel.
Yeah,
he
that's
got her-
stupid.
So, in case you missed
You
it,
think that was staged?
no,
Yeah,
I don't.
it felt like it
I
might
don't
have
think it
been.
was staged at all. I think that it was a dude trying too hard. So, in case you missed it, there's a video that pretty much went viral on social media where a guy flew a girl out. They're sitting in the hotel room. He's mad because she don't want to give him no sex. She's sitting on the edge of the bed like, I don't have to F you. He's saying he
And she don't.
She doesn't. He's saying that I spent $6,000, blah, 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 blah,
You're
blah.
an idiot.
And so the video takes off, and everybody goes crazy about it because it was the second or third time that had happened in 1 week. We had seen videos like that. You know what, man? Here's my stance. There's a couple of things that go through my head with this. One, I don't understand why the expectation is so huge to be sure that you have intercourse with this woman because you flew her out.
Did you say intercourse?
Yeah.
Okay, just checking. My nigga got real scientific.
That's real formal. That's real formal.
Coitus.
I said that for a reason, though. I said that for a reason.
For coitus.
Because getting some affection and having intercourse are two different things, right? So that's why I said
it feels.
that way.
I don't know.
But I don't understand why it's such a huge deal for your ego or your testosterone or whatever, where you have to smash or else you're pissed off. I think that that's a mental issue that you have within yourself that you need to address because it doesn't make any sense. You are objectifying a woman to the point when you do that where you can't expect anything less or anything more from her other than to be a concubine. And realistically speaking, if that's the way you're looking at a woman in this particular stage, you're automatically wrong anyway. That's my first point. My second point is this. I personally, we were just talking about this before the show started. I like having women around. I like the feminine energy around me. I don't even want to be around dudes all the damn time. Like, I like to have women around. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. If we vibing, if I know a woman and we vibe, we got cool chemistry, I'm not necessarily looking. I know what coochie feels like. I've had some of it in my day, right? There's no point.
I had some twice.
Yeah, I've had 3 or 4 times. You know what I'm saying? In
I
my
had
life,
some twice.
right? I know what coochie feel like. There's different variants of it, but the foundation is the same. It's not a big enough deal for me to look at and be like, this girl has to F me or else I feel disrespected. Like, I don't understand the concept of that. Now, maybe my testosterone is not where it should be, and maybe I don't know what it is, but I just feel like that doesn't make no sense to me. I think it's okay for me and you to be like, hey, come out and hang out with me. What I need to expect sex for? If we have sex, here's another thing. If we have sex, it's because both of us want to have sex. It's not going to be because I'm trying to take it from you. Because realistically speaking, to me, that deflates the purpose of having sex. Having sex for me means that I'm dealing with a woman who wants me physically. I'm not finna go take it from you. That don't make no sense to me. So,
Well, he wasn't trying to take it from her either.
well, no, but I'm saying the fact that she didn't want to do it pissed him off to the point where he goes on social media.
Well, yeah, because it
doesn't
was
make no sense to
transactional.
me. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Now, if you're flying a person out with the understanding that I'm flying you out for this, and the person says yes, I guess that's a different situation.
Well, people feel like it should be understood, is what I get.
Yeah,
from that shit.
I don't agree with that. I don't think it should
Yeah.
automatically be expected. Like we just might want to kick it and have good company.
I think women shouldn't pretend that they're naive enough to think that that's not expected, and I also feel like dudes shouldn't feel like the women are obligated to do it.
That's
I
fair.
feel like it's wrong on both sides.
That's fair.
I don't agree with the reaction.
Thank you.
You took a L. Take your L.
But is it an
Lick your
L?
wound.
But don't get
Why
on the
is it an
internet.
L?
Don't get on the internet and take another L.
Why is it,
Yeah.
yeah. But why is it an L? Because it's not like a dude can't go get no coochie from somewhere.
It's absolutely a L.
Yeah.
We in 2022.
It's very much a L.
You know damn well when that dude. You know, I don't want to hear that.
Thank you.
You know what's expected when you go over there.
Really?
But women are about feelings, and she ain't vibing with you. Something about you pick your nose or something happened. Your
Yeah.
breath stink.
That-
Now
and
she
that
don't
happens.
want,
She might-
and that's her right. She
Yeah.
doesn't have to do it. But you know, don't act like I'm just going on a trip. He told me. Get the fuck
I
out
thought we were just gonna
you,
chill.
You
Yeah.
know
Yeah.
what's
Thank you.
expected.
Thank you.
You know, it's like the whole thing. Yeah, I went to his room at 3:00 in the morning. I just
Yeah,
wanted, I thought
that
we just.
I-
I thought we
now,
just.
that I agree with.
Get the fuck
But
outta
But it's the
here.
same thing.
No, but it's not necessarily because here's
Sure
what
it
we
is.
don't know. Here's what we don't know. We don't know what the conversations were between them two prior to her coming out. We don't know if they had a
I
conversation.
can tell you something because I've had them.
Okay.
Except I didn't react like that. See, I've been in that situation.
Yeah,
I'm
but
like,
you're
well, why the
kind
fuck-
of a different caliber.
No, I'm not. Everybody can do this. Let me tell
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Man, let me tell you. I've been in it, and I wasn't mad at her. Oh, okay. It was 3:00. I thought you, okay. When she woke up at 5, I was in that same bed next to her with another chick. It's okay.
See, everybody can't do that.
Yes, you can. If you only just believe.
Listen, I love Case. That's my brother.
If you only
Marvin, listen.
If you only just believe it, click your heels.
Marvin,
Yeah,
Marvin,
be a lion.
Marvin,
A
listen.
lion.
We just meeting. That's my brother. I love him to death, right? Family, I love Case to death. But sometimes
man.
Case speaks in unrealistic circumstances.
That's
like,
so realistic.
He's not understanding
The chick
that-
don't have to be bad. She can be ugly as fuck.
First of all, but Case,
It's the principle.
you're coming from a position that 99% of people have never experienced and never will experience in terms of the way that you're viewed. Like you could do certain things as a.
I did that when I was broke, before anybody knew me.
Well, I want to see them chicks then.
And that's what I'm telling you.
'Cause them
It don't
chicks
matter
all
how they
like-
look.
They had to be like Felicia from Friday. Because there's no way
Nah,
that.
shit
come
me.
on, bro. Like,
Shit me, nigga.
You're trying to tell me.
Yes, I
that
am.
You had,
I'm very much telling you that. You know why? And that's the problem with them dudes in them videos. The money, they think that money makes them unlame, and it don't.
Yeah.
A
I
lame
agree with
nigga's
that.
gonna be a lame nigga.
I agree with that.
If you was lame broke, you're gonna be lame
I
with
agree
money.
with that, and this drink is too strong.
We
But it's
are
fine.
living.
I agree with that.
We
Yeah.
are living in a
Shit.
real life revenge of the
No,
nerds.
I'm
Thank
joking.
you.
We are living in a real life revenge of the nerds. The goddamn ISS commandos and the special needs motherfuckers, they got a, we're still standing, we're still strong.
Exactly,
Them niggas
exactly.
that got money now, and they around here, flexing. But you still lame.
That's true. But a lot of these
I
women.
wasn't lame then.
but a lot
I ain't
of-
lame now.
No, I get it. But a lot of these women, and we talked about this last week a little bit, a lot of these women do categorize people for that. And so they might fly out because they feel like the dude got X, Y, and Z, where they might not fly out if the exact same dude asked them to come who didn't have X, Y, and Z. So now your expectations change on that side of the equation too.
But
you
it
gotta
has
be
nothing to
honest.
do with. But then you have to regulate her expectations.
Fact-
so when
facts.
she wakes
That's
up
fair.
and there's 2 other chicks there,
That's some cold
she-
shit.
No,
Like,
we can't.
I wish I could do that.
No.
Boy, I feel like I'd be.
You said objectify. Man, women object. This 2022. Man, how do you think he probably came across her? She was half naked.
Thank you.
She was an
social
Instagram
media.
chick, wasn't she? Like an Instagram.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She was half naked on social media.
Yeah.
If you don't objectify me, I'm a lady. Well, hold on now.
I got a better one for you.
That's fair too.
If you want to talk about objectifying, so I had a bunch of homies that played in the NBA, right? We would be places and I would see them shit on they dude for this NBA dude.
Yeah.
Is that not objectifying?
Absolutely.
Is that not the same thing? I seen girls shit on they dude for me. That's objectifying.
I've seen that too.
Thank you.
Females are
That's
the new
why I don't
niggas.
hang out like that no more.
Thank you.
Females are the new niggas.
Thank
Yes.
you.
It's 2022.
That I agree with.
And then that's why I don't. When dudes get caught up, I'm like, how? She just doing what we do. You see what this is.
She
How
learned from you.
You see what this is, and you know what I'm saying, because they act like us, they move like us.
But you know what the problem is, to answer that question? Men, in my humble opinion, we have the habit where we're not able to be as objective as we need to be. And what I mean by that is this. We will do things as men and never think about the fact that how we're going to deal with it or react to it if the exact same thing is done to us.
Duh, that's what makes you a man,
That's what
not
makes
being
you a
able to
man.
think that
Yeah,
far
yeah,
ahead.
Yeah, it's a dummy. Just a dummy marching along. But
That's
see
what
that's
makes you a man. The fact that you
then-
can't think
right.
that far ahead.
So then when it does happen, we're not prepared. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not condoning it because I do think that there's certain things that are happening that I just don't respect on men and women's parts. But that's the way that our brains are. We're so simplistic.
Yeah.
That's the way we move. And so we'll do stuff, never understanding that one day if these chicks do transform into this, we're
Ray
not
Parker
prepared for
Jr.
that.
tried to tell y'all.
Yeah.
One day you come home early from work, open up the door and get your feelings hurt.
I know.
Y'all ain't listen to him 'cause he had a
I know
mustache.
kid. I know a dude. His wife cheated on him, and I told him it was about to happen because he had got caught out there.
Okay.
And his whole thing was, yeah, I did it, but she know I don't play that. I'm like, you really,
Okay.
you got this all fucked up. She's spending more time with her girls now. You stuck with the kid. You better start checking purses. You better, nah. We trying to build trust. All right. Come to find out, she fucking around on him.
Sure.
And dude, she told this motherfucker, I just let him fuck me in my ass.
Huh?
Okay, well, then that's different.
Because that's not intimate. Dude, the mentality now is like, why would you even fix your mouth to tell your husband no stupid shit
Exactly. I mean, I'm saying, what's
like
what,
that?
I'm. That's it. I'm ready to go home.
what's her Instagram? I need to tell her about herself. Yo,
See, that's the type of shit that scares the hell out of me, man. Like, for real.
I
That's
didn't even think about that.
that right
would,
there.
That would.
That's the type of
that
stuff that
would.
makes me go right back into my shell. Like,
just
nah,
let him fuck
because
me in my
I know
ass.
me, and I know me. Case knows me. Madeline knows me. I know one thing about me is that I'm humble enough to understand that I have to acknowledge the shit that I know I couldn't deal with. That I couldn't deal with. I couldn't deal with it.
you never know till you
No,
got to
I
deal
know
with
for a
it.
fact I couldn't deal with that.
You never know till you got to deal with it.
I
I'm not
don't
saying you
ever-
had to stay with her.
I don't never want to deal with that because
That's
I would,
bad. That is bad.
I would
That-
not
that-
be.
Oh, it's a
look,
little bad.
I
That's
would
bad.
not be okay. I'm just
Well,
telling
it's
you.
at the very least it's ungood.
Damn, that's
But
No,
shit,
and his
I
man,
let
his
him-
ego was shattered.
you know what make it worse? If he been trying to fuck her in the ass and she said no. Oh, nigga. Yo, imagine that though. Imagine that. He been asking for 7.5 years.
Oh my god,
dude.
bro.
Some of the stuff that's going on.
I was
now.
just hurt.
Yeah.
But like that situation, man. Like you know, the whole flued out thing. It's like, dude, why would you expose? Why would you expose yourself like that? I'm talking about the guy. Why would you expose yourself like that and make yourself look like a clown?
Like a clown.
You look like a clown.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because it happens all the time. I know
Every day.
I know comics. You get a big gig. She follow you online. You get a gig, Bahamas or something like that. She all off in your shit. You
Really?
don't want to get. Oh hell yeah.
Yeah,
Why
nigga.
don't you bring me
And I
out?
don't even tell jokes. Yeah.
Yeah, they did.
Hell
Bruh,
yeah.
They do it all the time. So it happens. That's why
Man, let me
I'm not
write-
necessarily
start
feeling
writing some
sorry for
material.
the chick because you know what the deal is. Don't
That's
play like
crazy.
you don't know what
But
the
they
deal
like to
is.
pretend, well, I was just going to,
I'm
nah,
just
you're
an
lying.
innocent flower.
You knew what it was.
I'm just a damsel. I'm just a damsel
I'm
in
just a
distress.
damsel.
Get the fuck out of here, man. You know what the hell you
Damn.
doing.
Yeah, they know. They're not that naive. But
And if he got the paper to send you out, you probably hit him up. Well, I need to get my hair done. I need to get
Yeah.
some outfits. He probably
I
paid for
wanna
that
look good
too.
for you, baby.
What man said? $6
Man.
grand?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
yeah, he was out of pocket for that.
I mean,
He was out of pocket for that.
I just don't understand, man. Like it's like
Yo, he set himself up.
yeah, you did.
You gotta take that
$6,000.
L. You gotta take that L.
Plus, I like what you said too about understanding the woman you're dealing with. If it's an Instagram model who's
You
butt
don't
naked
know her.
on-
You met her on Instagram.
Yeah, this
you
is
just
stranger.
met her
Yeah, what you
when you
expect?
flew out.
I mean, what you know what I'm saying? Like that's the part that I don't know, man. We just in some effed up times right now. That's
Bruh.
my summary is that. I
I
stay
blame
at home.
Trump.
That's
Huh?
real.
I blame
I
Trump.
blame Trump.
You blame Trump?
Yep.
Blame Trump everything.
I don't even know who.
For
Yeah,
the
hell
music,
yeah,
for the
hell yeah.
music, everything.
All that
All
shit.
that shit. R&B
All
did,
that
Trump
shit.
did that shit.
which is why we need good comedy.
I
in the
noticed
world right now.
ginger ale ain't really that fizzy no more. I've been noticing
Trump.
that shit on the plane. Y'all
Trump
ain't notice
did that
that?
shit. Yeah.
That's Trump.
What?
Fuck him. Okay,
I don't know,
get
man.
you a ginger ale and watch.
Ah.
And then text me.
And then it don't fizz like the same.
I promise you
It's
it
flat.
don't.
You got flat ginger ale in your plate.
They all flat.
You was flying Spirit.
Shit, first of all, you know I don't fly with Spirit. Yeah.
Spirit is like sitting in a Waffle House and take off the
Yeah.
ground.
Yeah.
Now
Hell yeah.
that is
No, he dead ass right.
That's
Hell
fucking
yeah. Hell yeah.
That's going viral. That clip right there, that's gonna be in the shade room right there.
Bruh, for real,
We just made
man.
the shade room with
Yeah.
that comment.
Bruh,
That's funny.
man.
No, he right about that though.
Yeah, man, that Spirit is.
Having a little barbershop talk on the Kickback Podcast right now. 3 brothers in the room. We don't get to do this very often. Alicia Coley has shows tonight, so we just having barbershop talk. You know what I mean, about things that brothers talk about. When you fly chicks out, you know what I mean, you're supposed to curb your expectation.
No,
Or-
I didn't. Nobody said that. See, you misrepresenting.
So wait, so
going
you're
too
saying
far
that you
with
should
it.
expect some Gucci for flying?
No. Yeah, you should.
Really?
But you shouldn't react
You
that
shouldn't
way when
react
you
that
don't
way.
get
Just
it.
take your L.
that's
Just
fair.
take your
Don't
L. Just take the
mischaracterize.
L.
That's fair.
Just take the L.
So
What the fuck is the name of this bar? I ain't never coming to this barbershop no more.
So am I
Nigga, you
tripping?
just mischaracterized my whole
I don't
shit.
know. I guess I don't know why.
There
I'm
ain't
so,
no curb shit.
I don't
Curb
know
your
why-
enthusiasm.
I don't know why I think so differently. I don't understand what it is about myself. I just don't put that
Yeah,
much
I don't
emphasis
know.
And you're
on it.
not wrong for how you.
I'm not tripping
just,
off it, like-
I just don't like. Don't take the L like that. You just take your L, lick your wounds, and keep it moving. You got caught out there. But there's no way in the world that chick went out there. I'm just going on a trip.
Right.
See, if anything,
fuck
and
outta
maybe I
here.
don't know, maybe I need more therapy. But if anything, I'm gonna do the opposite. If anything, I don't want a person to feel like they get that kind of power over me. I don't want you to feel like I got to have your coochie. Like, nah, I don't want you to feel like that.
And you said something earlier too. I agree with that. Because back when I was single, I like your vibe.
Yeah.
I just want to chill with
Yeah.
you. Let's just go out.
If
there.
shit
I got
happen,
everything. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? But and I ain't really. If it happen, happen.
Yeah,
if it don't,
that's
if
how
it
I am.
if it don't, it don't.
Exactly.
But,
Yeah,
if
nah.
I'm fucking flying you thousands of miles away, you know what's up, and I just met you on social media.
That part's different.
I'm not
Come
gonna lie.
on,
Even that other shit y'all was just talking about, I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't like, hey, I just like your vibe. I want to chill. Nah.
You ain't never met a chick. You just was digging her, like she just was cool as shit.
His
And guess
wife,
what?
he married her.
No. But no, I met chicks like, and guess what?
You beat.
Yeah. I don't want to just hang out. Like, what the fuck type of shit is
See,
that?
it's just it's not that big a deal to me, bro. Like
I
it's
didn't say it
just-
was a big deal.
However,
However,
I'm like, if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it. Fine.
it's just the
But
way of the
I'm
world.
I'm not like, ooh, I gotta have that coochie. I don't know. I just not.
But,
Well, I didn't say-
but I've been like that too, where I'm not pressed.
Yeah.
But I go into it.
Oh, yeah,
not
I wasn't
being,
pressed.
Not being pressed.
How's it
But
never?
if I spend fucking money to fly your ass to Timbuktu because I met you half naked on social media,
Now, again, I think that's different because one thing I probably wouldn't do is meet a chick on social media, and be like, "Ooh, she's sexy. Let me
Yeah.
fly her out."
Yeah,
That's not the
yeah,
type
and
of chick
I
I'm.
don't think I
That's
would
not
do
the
that
chick
too.
I'm flying nowhere in the
because
first place.
not
So,
even about that. People are crazy.
Yeah.
You don't get me over here and accuse me of something.
And
or-
not only that,
or
but these
stab me
chicks
in my
is-
sleep.
yeah, these chicks is robbing
And I
Yeah,
seen
yeah.
that video. He flew her to like Rockford, Illinois, or some shit like that. Like that.
These
wasn't
chicks
even-
is also robbing dudes, and
Man.
they go into hotel rooms and they
Now when they get off a plane, they ain't.
maybe
That's
not.
different. Yeah, that's
Maybe not. But I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I just think about it differently. Like, the vibe thing is a big deal for me. You know what I mean? So I will bring a woman from somewhere else who we've been vibing with, talking, whatever, that I know that when she's here, we're going to both feel good because that energy is there. Because that kinetic energy is something you can't manufacture. And you might live in a place and go out or whatever, and you might have women that you're cool with, but they might not be that. But
Oh.
you might have a woman over here who's that. But that's the whole thing. It's a social media chick who you don't know. Yeah, I'm not flying her nowhere. I get that.
Oh,
Oh, what?
Well, you let
Nah,
them
but-
tell it. Let them tell it. You a lame. You ain't got the bag. That's why you can't do me like that. You can't fly me out. That be killing me too. I'm not flying your goof ass out because I don't fucking know you. And yeah, all your fake ass and tits do not impress me. Get your goofy
And
ass
your
out my
socks is
face.
Talk
dirty.
about that.
And your socks is
That's
dirty.
a great segue.
Yeah.
That's a great segue.
Right around the toes. They dirty.
I kind of wish we had some of them walking around in here, but that's a great segue.
I don't.
As brothers, more barbershop talk. Now that we have a chance to do this, we gotta talk about fabricated bodies, man.
Man.
No, they
It's
call
out of
fake
hand.
bodies.
It's out of hand.
Bruh,
It's out of hand, bro.
like what? Here's the thing, ladies, and you got 3 brothers in the room, all established brothers. You got real brothers in the room. You got real brothers in the room. I hate to break this news to you, but all of that stuff you doing with the BBLs and the boobs and the Venus flytrap eyelashes and the all of that stuff
Nigga.
is not attractive to us men.
No, it's
not to
attract-
all men.
no, it's attractive to some of them.
women. Young women look at that and they think that's what men want. All men don't want that shit.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You went got your cheeks did look like NBA calf muscle in
Yeah.
your face. It's like your face got a 48-inch vertical. Get your goof ass out of here. I want to look like Jada Pinkett. Bitch, what?
She was kind of born like that.
Like what the?
But you know what's the shit I noticed? When you look at that fake shit on Instagram, I do this for fun. Go to that bullshit and read the comments. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all?
What they be saying? Because I don't be reading.
All
them.
type of weird shit.
Like co-signing for that.
Yeah, like it's the most beautiful shit they
okay.
ever seen.
Yeah, because they try to, because men don't give a, what, they don't care what they stick they dick at. You know
I
what
give
it
a
is.
fuck.
But,
Nah.
but you know our dudes are, they looking at it like easy fuck, like it's arousing. You know what I'm saying?
okay.
They'll men will tell an ugly motherfucker she beautiful if he think he get beat.
Right.
You know, we don't give a fuck. Like you
That's
know what I'm
true.
saying?
That's
and so
true.
when you see dudes just complimenting female things, well they compliment me, so I must have value. No, he think you easy to fuck.
Yeah.
Because you half naked.
That's true.
Yeah,
You
it's
know what I'm saying?
kinda-
We perverts. So
That's true, too.
That's what that is.
Yeah, y'all are. Yeah, nah, use
But that's
the both of you
crazy,
there.
man. Ass look like a pillowcase full of Christmas fruit.
Wait,
You sitting your fucking
with a
ass.
hard line right there.
What the fuck are you doing?
Listen, fellas. I really want women that are watching the show right now to understand that you're not doing that for us.
No.
You're just not. And I've had conversations with women who have had work done. One of them is a girl I know who had her butt done. I think she had like some contouring or something done. Now, this is a woman who is genetically a beautiful black woman.
How do you know?
Naturally. I know her.
Oh, you knew it before that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I knew her. I've known her for
Okay.
a long time. Genetically beautiful black woman, and went and had all this stuff done. And we had a real conversation because her and I we never gone there. We always been cool. And I asked her. I said, "What did you do all this for?" Because she had body, she had booty, she had all of that stuff. Beautiful face, like all of that stuff. Known her for a long time. And I asked her. I said, why'd you do all that? Because what you've done is you've made yourself look not as pretty as you used to be. Why
fucked up
would
church
you
money.
do that?
Yeah.
Why would you do that? Her response to me, which made me kind of step back and think about it, her response to me was, I felt, this is her exact words, I felt I needed to enhance some things that I was self-conscious about. And when she said that, I was like, damn, I can't even really refute or go against that because that's something that you had going on in here.
Yeah.
But I was kind of hoping, I think, for a selfish standpoint, that she would say, well, because I want something about men. Because then I would have been able to go at her. But I couldn't even go at her because it's something that she felt internally about herself. And I'm like, damn.
When they gonna make the surgery for the legs to match?
Wait, Madeline just
They
said
don't
that's why
have
they
that.
all do it.
They don't-
So it's not, it's
It has nothing to do with y'all.
interesting.
okay, so my question is, what would you do if that wasn't an option? Therapy?
That's a good
The
question.
gym? What would you do? You know those things still exist.
Yeah. I
You're
don't
just
know.
lazy.
And then if you're going to get the discount ones and shit, you know, some folks going to DR, some of
Nigga,
these
say
motherfuckers
that.
going down to Lower Georgia and shit.
Lower
Them
Georgia.
motherfuckers
Boy.
in Valdosta got you looking fucked up like a mother. What the hell is this shit?
Bug's
you
life.
brought
A
back
straight
here?
Bug's life.
Like, what the hell is this shit?
Yo, I don't understand, man, and it's so prevalent now that it's almost I want to use an extreme word, but it's
terrible.
It's disturbing. Let's put it that way.
It's awful, nigga. ORFEL. Awful.
Dude, I'm a huge hip hop fan, like
Yeah.
to my core.
Me too.
When I see Lil' Kim, bro, it
Yeah.
breaks my heart, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You was
Yeah.
beautiful,
She
man.
was. Lil' Kim was a
Like,
pretty
what are
woman.
you doing?
I mean,
And
yeah.
you know Kim.
Yeah, I know
So he
Kim,
ain't gonna
that's some
speak on it
people.
because he know.
Yeah,
Kim.
no,
that's for people.
Yeah, I
No,
wasn't,
that's
wasn't
people.
saying it for you to speak on, but,
But
just,
I mean,
it
it's
breaks
just-
my heart.
Yeah,
Like,
me too.
what are
When
you
I saw the
doing?
BET Awards, I said, "Damn, like,
Bruh.
wow."
I mean, yeah, I don't know why people do that. I mean, I have shit that I'm self-conscious about. But
We all do.
Yeah, we all do. Yeah.
so you saying I can get this fixed? I'm asking.
Eh,
Because I go get the Thriller nose quick in a bitch.
You got a nose issue with yourself?
Nah, nigga, I'm
Oh.
just saying that's probably the easiest shit to get.
Yeah, everybody.
I got a Jackson 5
everybody.
nose, nigga.
But
I'm Tito.
they got the thing now that I mean, I guess it's the porn shit. Dudes getting their dick dead.
We talked about that last week, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
what I'm
because
saying?
you get
Yeah.
your stomach put in your dick. This is happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, BDL. This is happening. I think I told y'all this last week.
Having
Stay tuned.
barbershop talk on the Kickback Podcast, man. Just have a good conversation. What else? I mean, the whole fake body thing. We could go on all night about that.
Yeah.
Bro. Ain't no reason to do that.
Niggas be getting fake calf muscles. Let's talk about dudes.
Yeah.
Dudes get
Yeah.
fake shit too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You can get. There's a thing where you can get fake abs.
yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I did see
And
that.
that looks ridiculous.
It looks
Ridiculous.
preposterous.
What are you
even.
doing?
Like I can tell that's not you. Nigga, like
And
you know what I'm saying?
then why can't we say something?
We can.
Wow.
Why can't we? Why is it rude to say you look ridiculous? And
That's
just
a
move
good
on.
point.
And
That's
just
a-
move on. Just move on. Hey man.
I got a better
You
one
look
for you.
stupid.
You don't got no friends.
Yeah.
You don't have no friends. Nobody in
I
your
told
life.
you that might not be a good
Back
idea.
in the day, you could say something. Hey man, your shoes is busted.
At
And
least
just
somebody
move
earned.
on.
Move
You
on.
can't. You can't.
You could
say
clown a
nothing.
nigga
You
back
could
in the
clown
day.
a nigga. You
Let me
can't
tell you the
clown
best
nobody
shit
now.
ever. It was Christmas, right? And my wife's aunt gave my wife's cousin. It was Christmas, so she opened her gift. She gave her a fucking perm. Nigga.
Christmas?
Yes.
That's hilarious.
And nigga. And walked away. See, we used to be able to do shit like that.
That's
Oh
the best.
my
That's the best ever.
Because she had gone natural like a year before that. She gave her a perm for Christmas.
Oh my god.
That's the best
Yo,
ever.
when
That's
I say
TBE. That's
niggas
TBE right there.
hollered.
God. So, but the natural just wasn't natural.
Nigga, I don't know, but
It wasn't natural.
Yeah, what the
nigga,
fuck?
I hollered.
As you should, because that's funny.
But you used to be able to do shit like that.
Yeah, man.
Now
it
you
just
get canceled.
Well,
you
people
can't
are
say
sensitive now
nothing,
too.
man.
Like you got to talk about culture now. Like
Yeah.
you talked about being a hip hop fan. Like I am too.
Mm-hmm.
But you also have to understand, and you have to be humble enough to respect the fact that culture is different now. Culture has gotten to a point now where it is more sensitive.
Too
And
sensitive, bro.
But here's what I think, and when I tell people this, I always raise an eyebrow with this statement. I firmly think that instead of making a blanket statement like, well, you know, culture is this, that, and the other, we have to do what we have to do as communicators to learn different ways to articulate our messages that can still permeate our points but not offend people. And I think that's our responsibility because I think that we're living in times that are far more sensitive than we've ever expected for them to be. And
First of all,
there's
Stephen A.
nothing wrong.
Smith,
Huh?
you just said like 3 big words.
That's okay. Well, just
And I was
listen.
drinking.
If you listen, you're
I was
fine.
drinking though.
Okay, well, but when you interrupt people,
it's
you can't
going,
listen.
It's going too far.
Nigga
though.
said
You
permeate.
think so?
It's going
because I don't think so.
Where
Tell
does
me
it-
why.
Where does it end? I mean, I have to tiptoe around everything now. Everything that I, as a man, everything that I was told by my dad and by my granddad is up for review. Who says it is?
Because when people feel at this particular stage, here's the thing: people's confidence levels are not what they once were, and the reason why is because if you do an evaluation of what we've been through as a society in the past, let's say 4 years, right, you will understand that people mentally are not where they once were, and further than that, we're not prepared. We were never prepared to deal with that position that we're
before
in.
the pandemic, people were pussies.
Yeah, it was headed that way. It was headed
You know what
It
I'm
was
saying?
headed
Because
that
we
way.
coddling the kids. That's what I feel like. We babyfying the kids. You know what I'm saying? You run and you fight all the battles for them. Your kids supposed to fall down and figure this shit out. You know, you can't fight all their battles for them. It's politics with children that help them when they become adults.
I agree with that.
So what happens is now you're an adult, you a bitch ass nigga, and you the one motherfucking telling on everybody at the job
Yep.
and shit because you were a brat.
Oh, you bitch ass nigga who's in charge. That's worse.
Yes.
Now you the police.
Yes,
I agree with that,
yes.
but I also I agree with both of you. I do, but I also think that in order to be an effective leader, right, you have to understand what your teammates or what your team members' buttons are, and you don't get to make the decision as to what those buttons are because they're born with those buttons. And I think what's happened.
Nah. Fuck your buttons.
You
Niggas
wait,
ain't born. You're
wait,
not
wait,
born with
wait,
buttons.
Okay, so you got a dude. He come to work. He smell like ass every day.
You can't tell.
I don't give a fuck because he's sensitive about it. Go wash your ass.
It's the way that you articulate the message.
I ain't got
And-
time. You smell it. The flies is taking bets on who gonna land on you first.
Yeah.
Get your stinking ass out of here.
I got a
man.
memo for you.
I mean-
My grandmother, she was the best at what you talking about. So one day, mind you, I'm knocked out sleep. She gets them to wake me up to help her with her groceries. I bring them to the house. She like, hey, what kind of deodorant you use? No. This is the best story ever. Wait. So she was like, what kind of deodorant you use? No, hold on. Okay, now you're making it worse.
Sorry.
So wait.
Sorry,
So
but
I told her,
I like
don't-
where this is
it
going,
might have
though.
been like secret or some shit.
Huh?
This is her exact. And she's like, it don't hold you. And then wait. And she takes me in the bathroom and hands me the round jar of cream tussie, and was like, take this. Yo, she gave me the cream tussie, dog. But my thing, nigga,
But
get over it.
That's your grandma.
It don't matter. But
that's-
she would have said that to you too.
So I think that here's the deal. I think that in that time, it's different then. Now that's why I said now we live in more
Because you
sensitive
allow
times.
it to be different.
Maybe I'm not
That's why, yeah.
justifying
Yeah,
why it is.
yeah.
What I am saying though is that to be an effective communicator and to have a lasting impact on people, you gotta evolve faster than they do, and you have to also respect the fact that people change and people go through weak periods in their mentality. So when they do that, that's not the time for you to jab the knife in.
But a society will fail if we constantly like, are you okay? Are you okay? Can I say this?
I don't agree with that.
It'll fail.
I don't agree.
It'll fail.
I don't think tough love's for everybody. I think that tough love is for some people, but I think that the person who's administering the love, I think that makes them a better and more effective leader when they take the time to hear me out. When they take the time to figure out how that particular person is built.
But y'all just voted for Trump, who said what the
I
fuck
believe,
ever.
I didn't vote for him.
I believe in
Yes,
being
you did.
firm but fair, man. Firm but fair. If you at the job and here's the mission for today, you don't have time to micromanage everybody.
You don't.
And if they can't cut the mustard, they gotta go because the mission is the mission, and one individual is not above the group. And we just getting to the point to
true.
where
The mission
all
ain't gonna change.
The individuals are above the group.
But in order to extract maximum performance out of somebody, you got to tap into what their motivators are. That individual person, because everybody's not motivated by the
That's
same
true,
thing.
but the mission is the mission, and
Who
you
has
need
time for all
to
that?
adapt.
A person
You
who's a
need to
good leader.
adapt. You need to
Effective
adapt.
leadership case takes work. That's not easy. An effective,
true.
an
Yeah,
effective
Yeah, but in
leader.
every scenario, that's not feasible.
Sure, it is.
No,
Sure,
If you
I
got
believe
a
it
got
is.
a dirt bag, a problem child that's within your crew, and he
gotta go.
He gotta go.
Here's the deal. I'm not saying that sometimes people don't have to go. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying though is that if you have a person that you rolling with, this person's hired. They've been through the
That's a
onboarding
funny-looking
process.
motherfucking person right there, but-
We rolling with them.
Yeah.
We done invested money in them. Blah 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 blah. We know what their strengths are, obviously, because we hired them. They're gonna have some shortcomings, just like we do. But as an effective leader, it's my responsibility to tap into this person and find out what their motivators are, because their motivators aren't the same as yours or yours. But it's my responsibility if I am trying to be an effective leader to find out what theirs are.
And I
because
agree
once
with
I
that.
find that out, I can tap into that and
I
strengthen
agree with that
person.
to an extent.
I agree with that, but you can't do that for 30 people.
Thank you.
You can if that's your
Talk
responsibility.
That's
to
not
any
true.
teacher. Talk to
Tom
any
Brady was a
teacher.
great leader,
Talk
still
to any
is. Guess
teacher.
what? Antonio Brown's a dick. He couldn't. You
At
can't
some
do
point,
it.
that's my point. At some point, just like he said, at some point, a person does need to get excused from
Yeah.
the team. But not until you exhaust all possibilities to
But like he
strengthen
said,
that
you can't
person.
do that for
to a
30
teacher.
people.
Talk to a teacher now. All the teachers are fleeing the genre. They're moving on because they have this thing called inclusion, where they take the problem kids, they put them with the regular kids because they don't want them to feel
Right.
excluded.
Alienated
But
and
now,
all that, yeah.
they're in there being disruptive.
Right.
And you constantly got to go to
Yeah.
them, and the rest of the kids suffer because you constantly got to.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I think there are some people, like you said, that meet that criteria. There are some people that don't belong, and you have to remove them. But I think that as a society right now, we remove them first before we even find out what the problem
Because
is.
society's moving fast, we don't have time to coddle everybody.
But
I
if you're
think-
gonna,
Yeah, if I'm going in a grocery store to get a basket and then the homeless dude got his dick out there, I don't have time.
Yeah, we gotta
mean,
go.
He gotta
I
go.
mean,
Get him
that's
out of
an
here.
extreme
Get him out of here.
circumstance.
I don't want to hear
That's-
nothing.
Yeah, of course.
I don't want to hear nothing.
Extreme circumstances, yes, but you never know. Let's be honest. You never know what a person done been through over the course of
You
the
don't
day.
have a time to
But
figure it out either.
He's got a story too. Maybe his dick's itching. Maybe it's hot. You
Yeah.
know, that's a story. But
Right.
I don't care.
Just like he don't
He's
know
in
what
front
you've
of the
been through today.
baskets. Yeah, maybe it's hot. Maybe his
hot.
dick's hot. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I look at situations. I try to look, and I'm not perfect because sometimes I'm the same way. Sometimes I get very hot headed and f that, right? But I try to look at circumstances and say, okay, wait a minute. Based off the area and the conditions that we live in right now, I'm not talking about 4 years ago. Right now, everybody is sensitive to some type of a degree. Why? Because we have been forced into circumstances that we were not prepared for. Okay, and when you have that, especially as, and I hate to do this, but especially in urban culture, because we're more prideful and more egotistical.
We are.
Right. We were not conditioned to deal with the stuff that we're dealing with right now. So all of us are uncomfortable. And so now, in order for me to still be able to keep the momentum that I need to keep, if I'm in a leadership position, I have to scale back and I have to do a little bit more evaluation, a little bit more work to figure out how to bring my team with me. Because guess what? Mentally, they're not going to be where I need them to be
But that's
just
an
because
effective
I feel
leader.
like.
I mean,
I'm
that's
not
the
doing that.
traits, good traits of a leader.
Keep
but
up, nigga, or get left.
But you gotta have that too.
Yeah, you got
You
that.
gotta
Keep
have
up or
both.
get left.
It's gotta be a
Cause
balance.
motherfuckers will milk that.
Yeah, they'll milk it. Come
They'll
on,
milk
bro.
that.
How many times have you ever been a black supervisor? Like when you become a black supervisor and you got black folks up under you,
Yeah.
automatically I'm supposed to let you get away with shit.
With all type of
and
dumb
I
shit.
got a boss too. You don't give a fuck about that.
But-
you just want to come in late when you want to and do what the fuck you want to.
But
come on, bro.
But here's the deal: when you do that as a leader, I think that's also wrong. See, I got to be fair about it. I think that enabling a person is also wrong.
Yeah.
Because here's the deal: if I allow you to do stuff that we both know is against progression's standards, that's my bad. Because now I've shortchanged you on what the expectation actually is for you to get to the point you want to get to.
And the rest of the employees see that shit.
Exactly.
And you
So
now got
that's
hating,
not what
you
I'm
got hating
saying.
discontent.
Exactly. That we agree. I agree with you on that. I am just saying that I think that to the point that we were trying to make, I personally think that based off where we are as an urban society right now, we do have to be sensitive to people's shortcomings mentally, because nobody was prepared mentally or emotionally or egotistically to be in the circumstances that we are in right now.
And that's called natural selection.
Well, let me give you a scenario. Okay, so now you got a lady and her son's gay. Right, and so she got a lot of elderly people in the family. They have big gatherings. Well, everybody knows that the boy gay, and
And them old people
don't-
gonna let him
they
get
don't
it.
like it, but they love their families, that and other. But now he want to wear a dress.
Ooh, okay.
And they looking at her like, okay, wait a minute, Big Mama and them are accepting him being gay. You can't have him coming there with a dress on. Well,
Right.
they're not accepting him.
Right.
And this, that, and
Right.
But wait a minute, man.
Right.
Where's the meeting halfway? Everything is on him. Everybody has to adjust to him.
Right.
No, he has to understand that he lives in a society with
Absolutely.
people. And he can't do everything.
I
wanna
agree
do.
with you on
and
that.
you have to know that too.
I agree.
They accepting the fact that he gay and ain't nobody talking about him, nothing like that. He's not gonna come there
However-
dressed like Beyonce.
Thank you.
So
Yeah.
that's a very good point, and I agree with you. And I'm gonna give you another example of that. We talked about this before. This past
point at me.
year's BET Awards came on, and I'm gonna tell you, I felt internally like I was being forced to accept the alternative lifestyle. That was the first time that I actually noticed, like, they are forced.
That was the first time?
Yeah.
That was
Man,
the first
look,
time?
They are.
Nigga, you slow.
They are.
You a real patient nigga.
They are.
Yeah, you very patient, brother.
They are force feeding me with this though. That type of
Bro, your name
circumstance,
is
I
Joe.
understand what you're saying, because wait a minute, like you're doing too much. You already want me to accept the fact that this is happening, but don't force feed me with
Because you
that.
got the uncle in the wheelchair, can't talk.
Even he's saying some shit. He's saying it with his eyes.
Yeah, he's saying it with his
Yeah,
eyes.
yeah.
You know, he's like, man, you gonna kill him, man. You gonna kill him. You showing up with a
Yo.
sundress and a top
No,
hat
like,
on.
for
Come
real.
on, man.
Yeah. I
He
mean,
got a
hey,
flower
listen.
in his hair.
That's a
Yeah.
that's a fair point. I think, and I do think that's happening. I do think a lot of people are saying, well, this is me, and you just need to accept it. That's not fair.
No, that's a bullet in
not fair.
China shop
That's
syndrome.
not fair. Yep.
Everybody adjusted me. No,
But that's what
no,
people
That's, not,
that's what people expect now.
that's what they
And,
expect.
and that's not fair.
And I
That's
think
not
the
fair
law
at
of
all.
natural selection is like when you were saying about people at your job. That the law of natural selection says that The dumb people get weeded out. The people who don't know that there's crocodiles in that water, they die. And the smart ones, that's the ones move forward with.
There's a reason why some kids rode the bench. You riding the bench, now you expect to be in the post-game press conference.
And
no,
get a
no,
trophy.
no, no, no.
And get a trophy.
No, you was on the bench. Go sit your ass down.
Yep.
Go somewhere.
But
You know what I'm saying?
But, and I'm
we
just
go.
putting this out there. They were on the same team. Everybody on the team
You
has a
didn't
role.
contribute. You sat on the bench.
But what about practice? They were a scout team member, right?
You didn't contribute. You don't get to go to the interview.
No,
after
not
the
the
game.
interview.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Not
The
the
post-game
You don't
interview.
get a trophy
yeah,
either.
Yeah.
I disagree
if
with
it's a
that.
team
No, I'm talking about
sport.
kids that get participation trophies.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
never
yeah,
play.
yeah, yeah.
Well,
fuck
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Oh, we talking about the NBA?
Well, yeah.
Okay, that's
Oh,
different.
yeah, it's different. That's
Okay.
different.
I'm just saying.
You get a ring, but yours is smaller.
Everybody can't be winners.
But yours is
Your shit ain't real.
Everybody can't be winners.
You got
There's a reason
costume
why
jewelry in
some
your
kids
shit.
don't participate in the class discussion. He didn't read. He doesn't understand. That's fine. But everybody can't be winners.
Let me ask you this: as a Navy man, right? How many times did you see, or how many people do you know that maybe going in had a certain mentality where you knew they just weren't cut out for that and ended up being superstars in the Navy?
A few. I gotta admit, a few.
And why do you think that is? Somebody was patient with them. Somebody that's a leader was patient with them.
I think it's luck.
Really?
I think it because I'm thinking about one dude right now. This dude should be in jail.
Okay.
He's my boy, but he did a lot and he made it through and he
Right.
excelled. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? I think that because as being in the military, you watch people fall by the wayside. Because people think it's military. Man, the same shit that's going on out in town going on in the military.
Yeah.
The dope dealing, the gang, it's happening.
Really?
Yes.
Niggas is
Especially-
niggas.
Not
Okay.
now because we live in this kind of gentler society. But
Yeah.
back in the day, man, them aircraft carriers back in the 90s, especially
Really?
on West Coast, gangland.
In the Navy?
In the Navy.
Wow.
Back in 97,
You
when
can
I was
sail
in
the
Guam,
seven
there was a bunch
seas.
of Chicago cats was on the USS Frank K. But, dude, that was straight GD land. That was straight
Wow.
GD land, dog. So it happens. So the same stuff, some people can't leave the street behind.
Yeah.
And so they do stuff so people fall off, but some people make it through that you see him right off boot camp like, yep, he's not going to make it. And that dude makes it.
But listen, in order for that person to make it, and just help me, correct me if I'm wrong, in order for that person to make it, somebody had to make them believe that they could do it.
No.
Case,
That's not how that always
Case,
goes.
come on,
it
man.
starts inside of you.
Yes and no.
I don't know.
Yes and
I
no.
don't-
Like life has to be patient with you enough to where you get it. But a lot of
Thank you.
times, you know, it's
But if
just
nobody
like,
believes in you, listen, if you came up as in the streets, right, and you just felt you had the mentality where this is what it's gonna be, I don't know no better, I'm not gonna be no better, and somebody pulls you and believes in you and extracts greatness out of you, that's possible, and it
that's
happens every
possible.
day.
That's possible. However, this happens too. You a fuck up, and your family keep fucking making excuses for you and getting you out of jail
Yeah.
and losing the
I agree
house
with that.
and everything in foreclosure. And here it is, you 48, now you got it together.
I agree
but
with that.
look at the bullshit that you left for
The
your
trail of
Look at the
bullshit.
trail of
Yeah.
shit. Fuck that.
I agree with that too.
And now somebody might look at me and say, well, you're heartless. I don't give a fuck. This dude destroyed his fucking family.
Yeah.
I know
Right.
somebody right
And now
now.
he got it together.
Bro, I know
Yeah.
somebody right now that the mama took the college money from one child to pay for the other motherfucker court shit.
Ooh. Yeah, see that's
At least he ain't in jail. That's the answer.
yeah,
Yeah.
but,
Yeah,
see,
but
but
then-
see, I'm not that. That's not. I agree with you. On that.
Yeah.
You know, I agree with you on that.
And I wonder
just-
why the child don't like her, don't fuck with her.
Right.
Right.
I agree with you on that. Like in the extreme circumstances, like I'm not the type of person to be making excuses for people. I don't do that. But I just really want the point to be hammered home that there's always hope, and a person that has actual leadership capabilities has to understand that your goal is to extract greatness out of a person that might not know they even have it in themselves.
And
So your responsibility is to find a way to extract that out of them and make them believe that they have it.
Yeah.
And your responsibility as a grown ass motherfucker is to get your shit together. No, I'm
So
telling
like
you. No.
you
It's
know,
the
I had
same thing though.
I had an uncle.
I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying.
I had an uncle on crack, right? And dude, one of the most polite, nice crackheads.
How many
you
motherfuckers
ever-
believed in him and he
Yo,
kept smoking crack?
Yeah, man. He wouldn't get
But
it
look,
together, bro.
that's
You know
a
what
good
I'm
point too, because part of, extracting greatness out of a person is holding them responsible for their actions.
Crackheads don't care.
Part of it is not.
I'm telling you.
No, but I'm saying part of it is.
Yeah, crackheads don't
You
care.
can't excuse everything a person does, like you're saying. You have to hold a person responsible for what they do because otherwise they're not gonna know it's wrong. If they don't know it's wrong, then guess what? They're gonna repeat the behavior, right? Like you gotta think.
Well,
about
he knew
no,
it was wrong.
Case, don't
Thank
do
you.
that.
Niggas know it's wrong.
Yeah, Rick, niggas know.
Some people don't think that's wrong.
Nobody.
Smoking
So you
crack?
saying that niggas think smoking crack is right?
Smoking crack ain't right.
Case, you mean
They
to tell
can
me?
see everything in their life
Hold
going
on.
wrong.
Let's be honest. You mean to tell me based off what you came from and shit that you witnessed?
Yeah.
You gonna tell me that you know crackheads and all of them know that's wrong?
Every one of them. You know how they know? Even if they don't know when they start, when they see their entire life falling around them, they know at that moment that it's wrong.
Okay.
And no matter what you do, they're not going to get off crack. I don't give a fuck what kind of leader you are, none of that shit, until they decide
When
to
you
get
wake
off
up
crack.
behind a dumpster with cum dried on your forehead,
At some point.
at some point you
Now,
gotta say,
well,
hey,
it depends on
you
the
know what?
person.
I gotta get my shit together.
But I would know that shit was wrong. Yeah.
You know what? Something ain't going properly right.
I got a better one for you. Back when I used to sell crack, I was in Troy, New York, on the corner, on my 18th birthday with a pocket full of crack. And I told my mom this. I was sitting there and I was like, you know what? 18 years ago right now, I'm sure this is not what my mother had in mind for me. I remember saying that to my homeboy.
Damn.
So, now I still sold the shit, but that tells you that I knew it was wrong
Okay. But you came out of it.
after I sold that crack.
But you came out of it.
That's what she said.
You realized that you were going down a path
Yeah.
that didn't have a golden.
Just like a crackhead knows that they're going down the path. Is
my
my
uncle
point.
used to tell us, he said, man, y'all don't understand. It tastes good. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. So,
Time
y'all
out.
don't understand.
Time out. I've never smoked crack before, but I've smelled it. And there's no
It
way.
smells terrible.
There's no way a person
Well, he
can think
used
that
the word
tastes good.
taste. That's what he said. He said,
Well,
he
you
said,
don't have his
There's
taste
no way a
buds.
person can say that tastes good. Like, it's
That's
just-
what he said.
Listen, there's no way.
He
To
said,
me,
I
a
love
person
it.
can say liver tastes good.
He says
That's
that
true.
the
It's a
feeling,
taste buds
you will
thing.
never know this feeling. He said, I'm not going to stop. I like it. I understand what y'all trying to do, but I like it. Even if the doctor told him, you've been smoking over 20 years, you got 20% of your heart is only working. He still wasn't going to stop.
He like shit. It ain't 19.
I like it.
Yeah.
And that's what he said. And
Just
it
like
ended
people
up
be like,
killing him.
you need to
It
stop
ended
smoking
up
cigarettes.
taking him out. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, I get it. I just feel like based on where we're at right now, there are not enough people who are doing enough due diligence to try to change that narrative. You know what I'm saying?
And you right, and it's sad. It's sad, bro, but
People don't care no more.
It's too difficult, man. Everybody fucked up, man. I'm just,
Yeah.
dude,
It's too difficult.
Bruh, my yard dude, the little cats came today while he's blowing the shit, went on the truck, stole all this shit. It's on the camera. They running off like they hit him 6 times, man. The little Mexican dude almost crying on the phone, man. The little Mexican dude almost crying on the phone to me today, man. They done hit him 6 times. It's same neighborhood.
Think you get him?
Dude, I think you used to stay in that neighborhood.
No, with me.
Off
With me.
off of Dogwood. Do you said one?
Hell yeah, I used to when I in
the
Lithonia.
house, right in the front,
On the corner. That was the first house I bought
across
here.
The street from you. That's where I stay now.
You know who house that was? What's the boxing nigga that got killed?
Yeah,
Vernon Forrest.
Yep.
That was my dude,
Yep.
Vernon Forrest. He
Yep.
lived across the street
Yep.
from me.
You live in
Yep.
his own
I
house?
live in that house.
And the one across from, yeah, that was mine on the corner. Yep.
And then dude,
Hell
they
yeah.
be hitting him, man, 6 times, man. They ain't got him, man. He said, I don't know, Mr. Hunter. Man, I can hear it in his voice. I'm like, fuck, these is kids, man.
Right.
And we try
Yeah.
to, bro, it's hard out here, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? When the water boys telling you, get the fuck out my face, fuck nigga. Like, he 14. Like,
What you gonna do?
What you gonna do? Because
Yeah.
you get out, hey, you got a problem in your hand.
You got cursed down and you still thirsty because you ain't get no water.
Yeah. I mean, what do we do? What's the answer?
Bruh,
As-
I
as-
ponder this.
As black men, right? Dealing with, all 3 of us are black men that are in circumstances where people listen to us in some type of degree. Maybe more than others, whatever. But in some type of degree, there's somebody around us that listens to us. What do we do?
I done got to the point now to where I just try to lead by example because you cannot talk. You a lame ass old nigga. You don't know.
Yeah.
You lame. I'm not finna listen to this. Like it's just like I just hope that you can see how I move, and maybe, but I know talking to you is not. Now some youngsters you can talk to, but they'll give off that energy. And then some of them,
bravado.
man, I ain't got the time for this. Mom made me choke him out, man.
Exactly,
I'm not finna
exactly,
talk to
yeah,
this.
yeah.
This man, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. It's very sad. It's very sad if you ponder on it too long, man.
I think one thing that you would have going for yourself, though, is I think a lot of people don't know how difficult it is to make it in the military. And I think that that's the thing.
Especially for 20 years.
Right. And I think that you teach your children who have never been, like I was taught, and this, again, my father was a Navy man. My grandfather was an Army man. My great uncle was a Green Beret.
I was in Space Force.
There's special forces in my family, and all of them told me, do not go to the military. You understand? So, and for me, that meant something because you've been there. Like, you're not telling me that because of what you saw on TV. You've been there, and you're telling me, don't go. So
It
my
can
thing
kick
is,
your ass, but I can honestly say that was the best decision I ever made in my life.
but here's my point is that some of the youngsters or whatever the case is, or people that you come in contact with, I feel like knowing if they do know what it took for you to be able to succeed in that environment.
Yeah, they don't care. They don't care.
Which at all.
There's a
In
there's-
my
what if they
day,
just
they
don't
don't, they
know?
don't
There's
care.
a comic. There's a comic out here, youngster. He was kind of doing bad a little bit, and he had thought about going to the Navy. I pushed him to do it, and he went. Hated it the whole time.
Okay.
He did 9, and then I think he out. I think he out right now, but he hated it the whole time.
Right.
It ain't for everybody.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
But what I mean is it should give you a certain level of reverence and respect because it shows them, hey, listen, I've been through some shit that you would make it in. So you gonna listen to them when I talk. Because you know how we are.
And they be like, nigga, I've been to jail.
yeah,
Okay.
they don't care.
You got to understand the mentality. Yeah,
They
they
don't
don't.
care.
That sounds good to me and you.
They don't care.
Yeah, they
Like-
don't care about
like
that
I'm
shit.
Sure, I'm sure with young singers in the same way, but like with comics, like when I first started coming up, if I'm around vets, I shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Me too. Me too.
Now the youngsters, they out talking the
Yeah.
A-listers. You be
Yeah.
sitting there like, man, if you don't shut the fuck up,
Yeah,
don't
I'm
know anything
with
about
you.
your
Yeah.
little $75 aspirations. He trying to put us up on $1 million game. We
Yeah.
can't hear him because you talking about your shit.
Right.
I used to shut the fuck up.
Man, I
promise
still
you.
shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Dude, when I'm down
Because
deal,
you
when
did
I'm down
you
deal-
around the whole Kevin Hart progression.
Yeah, dude. When I'm around them, do I shut up now? Cause I'm listening.
Yeah.
I'm listening. And
There's something in
youngsters
there.
now, and then if you say something, I put my pants on one leg at a time, just like him. We the same. No, you fucking aren't.
Yeah.
They different pants.
Yeah.
That's what you don't read. They different pants.
Man, dude.
That's what they don't realize.
that's what
No,
they don't
when
realize.
niggas say that, it's different pants.
It's different pants. So it's
It's
just
just his rayon.
it's just a respect, a reverence we have for our elders. That ain't there no more. The village, go back to the village. The village gone, man. So it's,
Yeah.
I don't know how we gonna get it back.
Cause the grandmama is what 23.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
She in the club. Yeah, she in the
twerking
club.
With the daughter.
Yeah.
And the little shake shit, the little challenge, when I see them doing it with their daughter, and the daughter
Yeah,
like
yeah.
fucking
Nigga,
9, that
Now I
ain't
know we ain't got
fucking
nothing
cool.
looking. We ain't got nothing coming down the pipe either.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So in your seat, what do we do? Because let me tell you something about your seat. And you know, you and I talk about this a lot, but on the public platform, I'm gonna say it a little differently, right? You always have been and are still in a position of influence that sometimes I don't know if you even accept. And I say that to you because of the way that you're built. Because if you don't know Case, which you don't, right? But that's why we have this podcast so you can meet him and
Don't tell them people these
if
no
you don't
bullshit
know
about
him, you Case is a person who doesn't necessarily let me put this right. Case doesn't necessarily embrace the other positions outside of the obvious that he has, right? Because he's a street nigga, right? And so at the end of the day, he doesn't sometimes know how to flip that switch and say, well, wait a minute. I'm this, but these 35 million people that have never seen that, you know what I'm saying? They're listening. And I have to talk to him about that sometimes because he's one of the most authentic people you'll ever see. He's not the type of person that turns the mic on and he's a different type. That's Case.
Yeah.
So the thing about him is that, bro, what you got to understand is that you are sitting still in a position of dynamic influence, even to those though who don't share your story.
Right.
And I think that's a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Because
Well, no, I talk to people, but my thing, I think the biggest influence I can have is that I've taught my son, and then he could go talk to them little
dig that.
knucklehead niggas.
Yeah, dig that.
You know what I mean?
That's Case. You understand what I'm saying? Like
He gonna talk because, like you said, I'm not about to, nigga. Like I told you the story that I had with them one time. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that bitch is a hoe.
Yeah.
And I had to pull them. She's a hoe. Why is she a hoe? And then they told me why the girl was a hoe. I'm like, so none of y'all mamas did that? Nobody's grandmama? Everybody, not mine, not mine. Oh yeah, some of y'all.
But Case, what about the people like me, right? What about the people that that respect not only your prowess but respect your ideologies that they see, the ones that they see, right? That actually would listen to you and actually would take heed to things that may come from you that never get the chance to because of what you're saying. Because you're like, well,
Because of what I'm saying?
yeah, because I tell my son, let him go tell them no go. Like there are people, bro.
No, I
who-
talk to people every chance that I
Right.
get, but I'm not gonna break my neck talking to people.
Right.
Like
My
I'm,
nerves bad.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. No, I talk to people every chance I get. I'm not preachy,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
I'm not preachy.
Because
I don't-
everybody's not built that way.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
go looking for people to convert and yeah, I don't try
And
to
you,
do
not
that.
convert. And you can feel it. You can feel the energy off somebody.
You already know
if
it.
you can talk to them.
You
You
already
can
know
feel
it.
it. You can feel
Okay,
it.
so let's. Okay, transparently speaking,
What the fuck was that?
I'm still getting time. Somebody got to keep time.
Yeah, because I need some pizza.
Yeah. So there's a threshold that continues to get kind of stepped over a lot of times when it comes to influences and what that actually means in today's world, because we have this, right? So everybody's influence is right here for the most, which is good and bad. That's a gift and
It's
a curse.
usually
More of a
influenced by
curse.
fake dumb
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, it's more of a
Yeah.
curse than the
Yeah.
gift, right?
Yeah.
But when you sit in a certain situation, like the two of you do, and you know that this is where people get their most influence from, and you know as seasoned people that have seen and done things, where that goes, is there a level of frustration that comes to say, well, damn, I know what they're getting ready to do, and I can't do shit about it?
No, because I'm not here to undo all the dumb shit that you haven't been taught all of your life. I can
It's
tell you my
frustrating for
story.
me.
You can go from there.
It's frustrating for me, bro.
Not me.
Why?
You know,
I would think it'd be frustrating.
I believe in structure. I think society needs structure. I really do. Boundaries, and it's just like everything is being erased, and part of it because of this shit.
Yeah.
It's history will reflect. Social media is the worst thing that ever happened to humanity. Now we all need
internet.
it. We all need it.
Best and
we
worst.
slaves to it right now. I know I can't do my job without it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But this is a blessing and a curse, man.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
It's fucking with people's self-worth,
Yeah.
and people are overestimating their level of importance. And it used to be, remember when stupid people had to be quiet?
Oh, they all got a microphone now.
Yeah,
they got a microphone.
Yeah, it used to be stupid people had
all
to,
got a podcast
yeah.
now.
Remember,
Yeah.
that,
You know what I'm saying?
remember that dumb family member and say, "Shut up, James!" Like you know, nobody give a fuck about what
That
James
nigga
said.
got a podcast
James
now.
got a podcast now. James
And
got a
even if he
platform.
don't, he
You know
got
what I'm saying?
followers.
He
Yeah.
got followers. And what happens? Strength in numbers. So if James is stupid as shit, but it's a bunch of more stupid people like James, and the more people agree with James think he's right.
And they feel
And
like
what
we
people don't
stupid.
realize,
Yeah.
there's more stupid people out here than there are smart people.
yeah. I mean, it's nobody's objective. If you objective, you're a barbarian. You're an asshole. Everything has to be
That
good.
is
Yeah.
real talk.
Yeah,
right
yeah,
there.
yeah. Everything has to be nuanced and gray area, and that's cool. That's cool. But some stuff is black and white.
Some
Being
stuff is black and
practical.
white.
The stuff that makes us men, being objective, being practical, that is being stripped away. We are made to second guess everything.
Everything.
Before I
Even
do
simple
anything.
shit.
Yeah.
Skip Bayless.
Yeah.
He's a fucking monkey.
Who?
Skip Bayless.
Oh, okay.
This shit, like even that type of shit. Like he just says dumb shit for the sake of dumb shit,
Yeah.
and people just let it happen.
Yeah, and then you got people who pander on purpose because they know attention is a new currency. So that's if I can get attention on here, I can get paid. They know that, so they'll say shit that they don't even believe
Yeah.
because they knows that it's gonna get likes.
And you
or,
influencing a whole bunch of other people to come
Yeah.
behind it.
yeah, for real.
And that's why I said it's not
crazy.
frustrating. I'm not fighting against that dumb shit. I'm not. I'm good. I told my son, he'll tell y'all.
Yeah.
I promise you.
Listen,
And if
I'm
I
not-
come across you, we can
like,
talk about
I get
it.
it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like I get it. I just for some reason I think I'm that guy that still has like all this extra hope, and I could be completely oblivious. You know what I'm saying?
I'm dangling by a string, bro.
Yeah.
My optimism is on E, bro, because it's like every day. Today, the little nigga took the Mexican shit, just ran off for the sixth time,
For
bro.
the sixth
Like,
time,
Come
yeah.
on, man. Dog, what you doing,
Yeah.
man? The same
Yeah.
dude, man. This dude trying to make a living, man. Come on, man.
I feel like he following you. yeah.
So wait, what?
The dude is parked And he behind the house blowing the little dude. The camera clouded me come out the woods, man. How you in the wood? What you doing?
What are you doing in the woods with a
Dude,
Terminator
and
outfit
the dude,
on?
he walked across there, went up on a truck, boop, boop, boop.
That
and
took
then
what? The weed eater?
The extra blowers and some shit and haul ass.
He got a system at this
and
point.
that's the 6th time dude done got hit.
Same dude?
Same dude. It's
Oh,
the
my God.
6th time he didn't got his truck hit. When he out there doing yard, same
I mean, at some
nigga.
point, you
At
got
this point, he the new Home Depot. If niggas keep hitting you,
Bro.
if somebody keep hitting you, though, at some point, you
That's
gotta wake up
clearance.
and be like, let me
Yeah,
change
it's called the clearance
let me
rack.
put a gate around my
Man,
truck.
yeah,
That's something.
yeah, man.
Like, that's
That-
crazy.
that- it's
But
clearance
that's
rack.
the mentality, though.
Yeah.
Like, think about it. These people that are committing all these crimes and these murders and all this stuff, they don't feel no repercussions. They don't feel
Ain't
no
common
accountability.
courtesy no more, man.
And there's no accountability anymore
no
either.
accountability, no common courtesy. I go in the fucking McDonald's and they mop the floor with the greasy mop shit. So I do the slip inside
yeah.
Bugs Bunny shit coming
Yeah.
in. It's funny as shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to bust my ass. I go to the counter and say, hey man, somebody need to go mop the floor by the door.
For it,
The
nigga.
manager
Yeah.
turned around like,
Really?
the
Wow.
manager, bro.
Wow.
And I'm just sitting there like, you got to be fucking kidding
Yeah.
me.
Wow.
Like, what is going on, man?
And then
Like,
somebody bust their ass.
it ain't like I came with no attitude. You know, I just say, hey, man, somebody need to go mop. And she looked at me like, fuck you want me to do?
Damn.
I was like,
that's where we live in.
That's where we live in.
That's why, like I said, I told my son, go holler at him.
man.
Yeah, listen, influence is everything. Right? And
That's what God did. He was like, I told Jesus, go talk to him. Same shit.
Yeah, well, I think influence is everything, and I think influence wears a bunch of different masks and different identities, right? And I think that, unfortunately speaking, a lot of people don't recognize influence when they see it, and a lot of people look at influence as weakness, right? And that's too bad, because it makes you sit back and say, well, sometimes you sit back and be like, well, that person is, it is what it is, right? And you
Right.
give up, right? But that ain't what we need at this particular moment.
You right, but it said we ain't got no leaders. Man, who the fuck would want to be out there? They crucify everybody. No matter if you right, wrong, you try to do the right thing, somebody gonna come crucify you, man. You have no blemishes on your shit.
Then the
Somebody
government
find-
gonna kill you.
Yeah, somebody gonna find something.
If you ain't got nothing on you, the government
Like,
gonna kill you.
where's the new Martin Luther King? There'll never be a new Martin Luther King, man, the way y'all are with this fucking thing here.
Yeah.
No matter, look at the people.
Yeah, that right there is gonna
Dude,
kill everything.
Man, put,
And like, if you
dude,
make it
people
through that,
put
the CIA gonna
pictures
kill
of
you.
their kids up. Motherfucker, come on, this big head mama on.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Dude, why you talking about the
My-
baby,
Yeah.
dog? Like, come on, bro. Like,
And then the answer is, fuck that baby.
yeah,
Like, wait, what? And
How
now,
about that
now
baby?
I got to kill you. We're talking about
yeah,
my baby.
bro. Like people
It's a
crazy,
circle.
man. People crazy.
And then you like, well, my baby do got a big ass head. Now
Yeah,
you
I mean,
fucked up. Now we second guessing again.
now you right here touching your baby head and
Yeah.
shit.
Like, I
Trying
need
to
to
see,
shape
like,
your
ah.
shit. Yeah. Yeah, it's bullshit.
Who was that? One of the sportscasters was talking about LeBron. Like, man, it's like LeBron is really like, you know, on his shit. He don't have no scandals.
Yeah,
he
I
trying
saw
to do
that.
the right
I
thing.
saw
Like,
that.
why do y'all hate him? Like, what's the point? I don't get it either.
I don't get that either, actually. He loved LeBron.
I mean, I do. Yeah, I love LeBron.
Yeah, LeBron
But
is-
I get why they hating on him, because I don't know when we as a society got to this. It started from what I can remember with Michael Jordan. Now, remember when Michael Jordan came in the league? Everybody was the next Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Grant Hill was the next Michael Jordan. Harold Miner was the next Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Nobody was ever just the next hot. It was always Michael Jordan. And so then when LeBron came, and they was like, oh, so now they comparing titles. Like that shit started, and then that's when that whole conversation. Everybody now is, this nigga's the greatest of all time, or that nigga
We
that
tribal.
never existed before.
We tribal, man. Everybody's tribal. Everybody circle the wagons. I like blue headphones, and everybody who don't like blue, you's a fuck ass nigga. Cause you don't like what
And
I
you a
like.
hater.
Yeah, you a hater. You a
Yeah,
hater. Like,
yeah.
when did we get there, bro? How? Why is it I can't like this and this? You know, what I'm
'Cause
saying?
that
I
didn't
can
happen
see
with
both
Magic
sides.
Johnson.
You know what I'm saying?
It didn't start till Michael Jordan,
Yeah.
That's a good point.
and all of a sudden people was like, okay, this person's the greatest of all time, and that shit started around then.
And everybody who ain't got no, it's like, but we embrace the train wreck. We embrace train wrecks.
Oh, yeah.
But everybody who's doing okay, they Illuminati.
Wow.
So wait a minute. So you'll never say Brad Pitt the Illuminati or Barbara Streisand, no white
No,
folks.
no.
Only the rich black people Illuminati.
yeah.
Get your goofy ass out of
That's
here with
how they
that,
go.
man. What the
That's
fuck,
a good
man?
point.
Yeah.
You never hear them say nothing about the white
Ever.
folks. They always say the black folks is Illuminati. Anybody like black people cannot achieve unless it's some evil involved.
Of course not.
Let me ask you this: as a comedian, do you feel like your role has changed, your importance, your level of influence has changed based off of where people are? Like when people come to your shows, do you think that they're looking for more from you than just a quick 2 hours of entertainment?
I think comedy has always been comedy. You can go back to George Carlin, before that. They have some people who are informative, some people are silly, some people are dark.
Right.
What's happening, they're trying to strip us of what's always been there.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to take it. You can't do, now we can't say spaz. So that's the new word.
You can't say what?
Can't say spaz.
Can't
They
say
went
spaz.
off on Beyonce.
You can't say spaz.
No,
You can't.
Lizzo.
Well, Beyonce too. She
Yeah,
had
they both had to take it out the word
Now
spaz.
you can't say that.
They had to take it off their
all the
albums.
good words.
You can't say retarded.
You can't say
Why
that.
you can't
say-
Yeah.
There's a lot of-
you
yeah.
take it, all the great words.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like more and more. This offends me. This offends me. I don't like this. I don't like this. Like, come on, man. Like everybody's offended. Like I see shit I don't like every day. I scroll past it. I
Right.
might say what I say. Look at that stupid ass shit over there, and then I keep going.
Right.
I'm gonna go over there and get them told. What the
Right.
What the fuck?
I said that. Yeah.
Right.
You
So-
don't need to type to me that this is not funny.
Right.
Just scroll
so,
past it.
I mean, that's got to be tough to deal with when you're putting material together, though, right? Or no?
It is, but I go ham online, not so much on stage.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like, what I'm saying, but I act a fool online. And even that they took my monetization away and all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Why?
Join the club.
Lady called me a nigga, and I told her face looked like the labia meat on a moose pussy. But I'm bullying,
Right. But
but I'm being a bully.
Yeah.
But she can call me nigga all day. So
Yeah. Yeah.
where are we? What planet is this?
No, that's real shit.
Wait, back up. You can't just graze over that like that.
I mean, that's what I told her.
You can't just graze over that like that. The labia meat
On the moose
On a moose pussy.
Oh my God!
Yeah, like-
You gotta see it. You gotta see that to actually
I
get it.
can't wait to say it to somebody. So yo,
Man.
and then be like, and then drop the microphone and walk about the. Okay, but you made a very interesting comment. You said that you do it differently online than you do on stage, and that's on purpose.
Not really. It's just who I am on stage. That's who I am on stage.
More candid,
I'm
right?
very political. I'm very involved. I'm very
Calculated.
calculated and observant. Socially conscious. Online.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I feel like, and it's just me. I'm not knocking no other comedian. People don't come to be preached at or fuck with. They come to. I'm gonna make you laugh.
Yes.
Right.
I'm gonna make you laugh. Now
Right,
I'm gonna
right.
be inappropriate or whatever, but I'm gonna make you laugh. I ain't come to
Yeah.
to do that. Now online, that's something else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, do you think that? Because I mean, this is what you do, right? And there are a lot of comedians where this is what they do. Do you think that this is a new norm, or do you think this is temporary and eventually you'll get back to being able to be as, let's say, risque as you're accustomed to being?
Sadly, I think it might be a new norm.
Yeah, I think so too. That's what I'm asking. What
That's
do you-
why I love Dave.
And
I
that
love Dave
sucks.
Chappelle, man. I love that he's bucking. He don't care. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he don't give a fuck.
He don't give a fuck.
I wish Bernie Mac was here.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
And
Oh, my
I
God.
love it. I love it. I love it because they hate him. They a lot of people hate him. Now you get some goof ass comics that's coming out. That's a no, man. If I'm a comic, you a comic. Don't fucking
Yeah, don't come at
for me, man.
Yeah.
I don't like that shit.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What do you think?
It probably is a new norm, but like he said, I love the fact that Dave Chappelle is just coming right back at him just as hard. Shit, my favorite. I still listen to Richard. I got every Richard Pryor album in my phone.
I think that it is definitely a norm, and I think that it's part of evolution, and I think that the people that are going to remain effective and successful are the ones that are going to be able to stay ahead of that evolution curve and find different ways, different creative ways to still be funny and to still be, on the edge, but play the role, be able to play into it. Now, here's the thing. I think that the stuff Dave is doing is also brilliant. I think Dave Chappelle is awesome. I also like Kevin Hart. I think Kevin Hart's funny as shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some people are I think Kevin Hart's funny as hell. In stand-up, he's funny.
Yeah, but Kevin Hart did a stand-up since. Matter of fact, we went to.
Yeah.
his
Oh,
last-
damn, we sure did.
Yeah, my honeymoon.
We sure
He was like,
did.
yo, we go to movies.
But
and then we
but,
called
but,
y'all.
but my point is,
That shit
he
was 6
has
years ago.
learned. One thing Kevin has done, and the reason why he's so successful, he has accepted the fact that he needs to stay ahead of the evolution curve. So what did he do? He realized what was going on, and he found different things to tap into to keep himself moving and being progressive.
Well, I don't think he did that.
I
think
absolutely
he tapped into the same
absolutely
thing that
did
Bill
that.
Cosby tapped into.
When they made him
Bill-
apologize for saying his
That was
son
bullshit.
with the dollhouse, it was funny, man. Come on,
No,
man.
I agree with that. I think
That
it
was
was
funny,
funny,
man.
But
It's too much at some point.
Yeah, I get it. No, I get it. I'm just saying that in order for comedians to remain drawing audiences,
Somebody gotta say
they're
fuck
gonna
it.
have to understand
Somebody
certain
gotta
things,
say
the
fuck
same
it.
way that other entertainers do. Like it is what it is.
But
you know?
somebody's gonna have to say fuck it. In every form of entertainment, somebody has to say fuck it.
I agree with that too.
Richard
I
Pryor
like-
had to say fuck it. NWA had to say fuck
Right.
it.
Yeah.
I agree
Millie
with that
Jackson
had
had to say fuck it.
I agree with that too.
Somebody's gonna have to say fuck
and
it.
the and, you know, everything we overcorrect. On society,
Yeah.
we overcorrect. So when was it Will Smith came up there and slapped Chris Rock, and then later on the dude ran up there on Dave Chappelle and they beat his motherfucking
Yes, sir.
ass.
Yes,
That's
sir.
what's supposed to happen.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree.
it was kinda
It's
like a thing.
supposed to be brutal.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's- a message should be sent. Don't run up there and do that.
Yeah.
So you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? It's just.
But
it's,
on the flip side, I don't think there's anything wrong with finding ways to be creative enough to stay ahead of the evolution curve. I'll talk about it from a radio perspective. In radio, we've definitely had to do that. We've had to learn as personalities, especially in terrestrial radio, we've had to learn, well, people listen to the radio differently than they used to because they have more means to get their music and their media, right? So now we have to do the research and do the blunt work necessary to understand how people use radio. And the pandemic changed it a whole lot. Why? Because think about this. A lot of people that used to go to work every day are working from home now.
Yeah.
Where do you normally listen to the radio at? In the car on the way to work.
Yeah.
So now that changed behavior. So what did we do? We had to sit back and look at research and say, okay, well, this ain't what we're used to. The ages aren't what we're used to. We found that listeners are older than we thought they were. You could buck the system and be like, F that, I'm gonna do it my way. But guess what? When you do that, you lose. Right? So at the end of the day, it takes humility to be able to say, okay, wait a minute. Here's where the world is right now. I don't have to like it, but here's where the world is right now. I need to find a way to capture that world and make them like me.
But
So
there's
how am I
room-
gonna
You're
do
talking
that?
about
There's room
you're
for
talking about
everybody.
demographics versus content.
There's
And that's
room
a
for
big-
everybody.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna tell you why. Because content also has a lot to do with it. Because guess what? In the same facet that I'm saying that the audience has changed, guess what? So is the stuff that they'll accept. Because we can't be as risque as we once were on the air anymore.
But there's room for everybody. There's room for Corey Holcomb, and there's room for a Christian.
That's
comic.
what I agree with.
And
That's what I'm
Corey's
saying.
shows is packed.
Exactly. That's true.
So
I'm at A1.
That's true.
Yeah.
Corey Holcomb is one of the funniest there ever has been to me. Funny
Yeah.
dude. But he has his lane and all of that, and that's great. But what I'm saying is that from a standpoint of the larger scale in terms of like the industry as a whole, I feel like it's okay to be humble enough to understand that things are changing. And it's okay to stay ahead of the change and find, because I think that exposes your true creativity when you can adjust the things that you're doing based on what you're dealing with.
I agree with everything you're saying, but I just feel I don't like that they're dictating.
That's fair.
How I'm
It's
supposed to
neutering.
change.
It's neutering.
Don't
That's a good point too.
Don't-
That's exactly
and
what it
that's
is.
fair.
When you say you looked at the BET Awards and you felt
Force fed, yes.
yeah, force fed.
I did feel
that's happening everywhere.
Okay, I see what
Yeah,
you're going.
and it's like, and I notice it. I don't bother nobody, but don't bother me.
Yeah,
type
yeah,
of dude.
yeah.
Man, I want you to do whatever you want to do, but don't do.
I'm over here
don't-
doing me.
Yeah.
I'm doing me, dog.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Yeah.
I'm not bothering you. I support whatever you do. Just don't bring it over here.
Yeah.
I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with that.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with that either. But I do think there's a certain level of political acceptance that needs to be brought to the table if you want to continue to be relevant, successful, et cetera, et cetera. I'm not saying that you need to succumb to what's happening, but I am saying that you need to stay ahead of what's happening.
And then a lot. Okay, you speaking about evolution. A lot of the shit that was out there is still happening. It's just changing hands.
Right.
We used to glorify the dope dealer. Now we glorify the fiend. We used to glorify the pimp. Now we glorify the hoe. People are not actually pissed or abhor the shit they say they do. They just hate who doing it.
Yeah.
So I don't really hate bullying. I just don't like the motherfuckers that's bullying.
Yep.
So if you put me in a position of power, now I can do it. Now I'm fine.
So are you more cognizant when you generate your material for your next show? Let's ask that.
Like
Honestly
I say,
speaking.
I don't really go. I touch shit, but my political shit is online.
Okay,
mostly.
okay.
So I don't really do it over here. A little bit, but not that much. It's just not who I am on stage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't fault nobody who go up there. You know, look at Dave. Dave's very political,
Yeah.
very socially conscious, you know what I'm saying, on stage. And it's beautiful. But I just hate how I just feel like we're just being corralled like sheep, man. You telling us how we're supposed to feel. And
Instead of telling me that it's good to eat vegetables, you telling me you going to eat vegetables.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. It's
That's
like,
fair.
You know, now I want to flip the whole fucking table with the vegetables on. Like,
Yeah,
get the fuck out of here, man.
Fuck
Tell
you
me
and the
what
vegetables.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's real shit.
Yeah.
All right, so final thoughts for people watching right now that are maybe teeter-tottering on that line of what they're supposed to accept as okay. Because that's really where everybody's at right now.
Man,
Do
think for yourself.
not allow people to have you question your morals.
Dig that.
Do not allow that. They have a line. They keep establishing their line. Here's my line. We all can eat. We all can coexist. I just don't like this whole thing to where if you don't think like me, you're a bad person.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I just don't agree with that shit. I don't have to agree with that.
Yeah.
You know.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, like he said, think for yourself. Like he said, like people definitely do that. Like, if you feel like this, then you're this. No, I just don't fuck with what you fuck with, and that's okay. So, think for yourself.
I like it. Listen, I'm Jarard J. That's Case. That is Marvin Hunter. Another edition of the Kickback Podcast. We will see
Get at
you
me on
next
social
Wednesday.
media.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Tell them how to get you.
Get at me on social media at comedian Marvin H1 on Instagram. Comedian Marvin H1 on Instagram. They took my page, so I had to start a new page. That's comedian Marvin H1 on Instagram.
Man, that's a lot of work. A lot of letters.
Comedian-
Comedian Marvin H1. Yeah.
There you Hunter Marvin.
Yeah.
All right, follow.
Damn, you got to put it all together, right? I got it. Ha.
Make sure y'all follow
Bang.
me.
Got
Yeah,
you.
follow me.
You
Fuck
see that?
with me.
Zoom in on. There you go.
Yeah.
Follow the boy.
Fuck with
All right.
me, man.
We'll
Oh,
see you next
okay.
Wednesday for another
I
edition
know
of
what
the Kickback Podcast, right here from Live Canvas Studios. Be cool.
Yay.
This is great.